Siehst du?
And that's why the poor should be euthanized. Oh, I'm sorry, we're live. Oh my goodness.
What?
God. How the fuck are you, ladies and gentlemen?
Don't scare me like that.
Welcome to RazörFist Arcade Live, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna play a little Batman, Irving Chaim Batman, because ooh, nice. Good way to commence the proceedings, actually, with the fucking keytar riff. We're gonna be playing Batman because the fucking Ace Combat 7. What the? Let me sing you the song of my people, Terangel.
Please.
Fucking. They support exactly 2 joysticks, 2 flight sticks out of the box. The fucking PC version supports 2, and they're not even up-to-date joysticks. I have my joystick, my fucking flight stick is too new to play Ace Combat 7. So fuck Namco in the ass with a rusty salad fork. I'm pretty fucking pissed. It's bullshit. But anyways, like, I could play it with a controller, but who wants to play a flight game with a goddamn controller? Yeah, I played Ace Combat 6 with a controller, but that's because I had no other choice. So, alright, gang. We are going to play some Batman.
Now, before we let it go,
What?
what is the reasoning behind the whole flight stick thing? Why only 2?
Namco, you see, are a living vessel of Satan. This is, you see, they hate fun, which is, as much as anything else, explains Soul Calibur 5. But let's do this. Remember when Square Enix had the Batman license? Remember that? I bet you they're happy they lost that one to WB Interactive. NVIDIA. The way it's meant to be played if you buy one generation behind.
And I will apologize, folks. Those opening cinematics, or their logos, are fucking loud as hell.
Yep. We thought about doing a black and white filter, but Terangel hates the blacks, so...
Wait, what? I didn't
What?
hear that.
We'll delete that. This game is so amazing that in order to get into the options menu to be able to change basic shit like controls, you have to start the game and sit through 2 long cutscenes. So, thanks, Rocksteady. Overrated chuckle fucks. The game audio, so we'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
1776 will commence again!
Actually, hold on. I forgot. I was supposed to turn down the audio in the editing program. That should fix it a bit. There we go. Alright. That should be better. Do please confirm for me before we move on. We'll just nipple gaze at fucking Batman here for a minute. Just Bruce Wayne boobies for a beat. You can really see the fact that he has no parents. No nipples, though. No bat nipples. Although we did get a nice crotch shot there. Goodness. Fucking Schumacher on cinematography over here.
We should be good now.
We're good? Okay. Brightness. Subtitles? Yeah, for all you people who like to read. communists, I call them. Here's the cutscenes. Already has more art design than a Nolan film. Wait, but I thought Gotham was just Chicago. In the daytime. And clean. This can't be right. I still say the Burton films have the best Gotham. Get all that Art Deco going on. Why does the Batmobile have tracers? Like, is Batman on acid?
Stand back, fool. I've got a bomb.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Giant phallic clock tower. It's like a great big time penis. Oh, back when Kevin Conroy gave a shit.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown! A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
I'm sorry, but all I can hear is Professor Utonia. Whenever that guy talks.
Intensive treatment lobby.
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
Ugh.
He loves his cameras. Hey, Sharpie, you getting my good side? Ah, but heck, they're all good, aren't they?
I won't have securely locked away this time.
Look at all this new security. How's a guy supposed to break out of here?
New patients will be intensive treatment lobby. All non-essential staff to
It just sounded to me, maybe it's just me, but it sounded to me like in Arkham City is when fucking Hamill and Conroy stopped giving a shit. They both kind of phoned that one in.
My sweet little hacienda.
Maybe from Conroy? But I think,
Hamill
Mark
Hamill had to be persuaded to come back for City.
Really?
He was the one who didn't want to do it.
Scan initializing.
Oh, I forgot about the dumb zoom.
I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Got a red light. Multiple prohibited items.
I want Joker searched again.
It's not the patient. It's
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bat?
Well, he does have a
Oh,
utility belt.
Tell me. Batarangs, bat claws, ooh, bat smacks.
scan is green on Joker.
Bat granola.
Hey, get him out of there.
Bat trail mix.
I want weapons on him at all times. Not let him out of your sight.
Bat
Any
shark
time enough for
repellent.
you
Bat
ladies.
plug.
Speaking of time,
Ooh, where does the bat plug go?
I'm thinking in a cave.
what's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We got a lot of catching up to do.
Keep behind me.
Hello, new patient. This is Quincy Sharp, Warden of Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, it's my
Whenever Deckard's
favorite
arms
show.
transformed his ancestral mansion into this
Idiot.
fine
You'll
institution,
never escape.
Few would have believed it would become the nation's premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center for the criminally insane. Situated on a small island.
Hear about Black Gate, boss?
Shut up! Go, catch you soon, boss.
shut it and keep moving.
The state of the wiring in these federal facilities is, well, it's shocking.
Yeah,
My
go ahead.
boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Wee Jock Poopong
Just gotta check your
McPlop
bridge.
says, wish you'd do these things at a more respectable time.
Officer Bowles.
Respectable time.
What the fuck? It's only like, what, 8 o'clock, even Eastern. What do you live in? I mean, live in a respectable country. That's all I ask.
Only following procedure.
We didn't burn down the
Patient
White
seems to be
House
in
just
satisfactory condition.
just to wait till
Minor
5 in the morning.
lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours.
Guzzle down my €5.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
He's all yours. Get him out of here.
Oh, Steve Bloom. It wouldn't be a game without Steve Bloom.
Alert in intensive treatment. Category 9 patient in transit. Pacification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? No? Must have been one of the guards then. Croc, old boy! Is that you?
No, my.
Get ready. Keep your weapons
Still not a big fan of the redesign on him. He's basically just an animatronic puppet from Dinosaurs.
What's it doing?
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you
Get
down.
that animal under control.
All right.
Toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart, eat your bones.
Well, he seems rehabilitated.
That reminds me. I really need to get me some new
Okay,
shoes.
move up.
Well, nowadays, Joker wears Converse. Because he's all about smashing the state.
How come they let Batman pass security?
Whee! Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, Bats. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches.
A horrifying conclusion.
the answer
So the
you
Dark Knight
wanted?
Rises.
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from Blackgate Prison Facility.
Created by Bob Kane. Heresy! Heresy!
I like this part. I love it.
What's he doing? Stay where you are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
Making sure he doesn't fucking move.
Is temporary.
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest has arrived.
Intensive treatment. Lower floors are now at level red alpha.
So, you're back. You killed 3 of my crew when you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Why do they keep these people alive?
Because
Long
if they
night, Jim.
kill them, they can't reuse them over and over again.
Leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there. Sorry, Batman. Arkham staff only.
I assure you, If anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's good to be back.
You okay?
He surrendered almost without a fight. I don't like it.
At least he's back where he belongs.
And that guy's getting a lot of work in this game.
Yep.
Get up! Now!
I think he was one of the guards, too.
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
You're letting me loose. Oh!
The joke's on you.
Oh, come on.
Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Her last role as the
Welcome
as
to the
Harley.
madhouse, Batman. I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously. Now,
I'm sure her not agreeing to do the subsequent sequels had nothing to do with the fact that they turned her into a fetishized fucking bustier bedecked.
God, what the fuck were they thinking?
Fucking porn model. I'm sure when she saw the game, she was delighted.
Yeah.
A fucking cartoon voice actress.
let's get this party started.
Alright.
Ladies and maniacs.
All right.
I apologize for this interruption to your regular intake. Up until a few seconds ago, I was going to kill everyone in the room and then watch cartoons.
Oh, there we go.
But then, well, you know how I do
Oh,
love a
it's been a while since I played this. What's the stomp on them after they're down?
It's 2 buttons.
Yeah.
I think. Y and something? Y and B?
We'll see. Whatever.
Remember when this combat used to be innovative and new?
I don't know that it was ever either of those things.
And by the time they got to Arkham Knight, he's like flying across the room to do a counter.
Well,
Like,
he's
what
doing
the
that.
fuck?
He's doing that in this too.
Nice shot.
Yeah, good. Fucking WCW cinematography there.
Right trigger and Y? Well, I'm sure we figured it out already.
Yeah, it is. They're right.
I'll find a way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden. Let him know what's happened.
All right, now what's the run button? That's right.
Promises you can't keep, Bats. I'm in control of the asylum. You're not going anywhere I don't.
They did not change the controls like one bit in the subsequent games, from what I recall. Oh boy, sure is 2009 in here.
All right, let's actually get to some donations now. I didn't want to talk over all
Right,
that.
right.
I mean, God, it's fucking Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy.
No shit. You don't want to talk over Mark Hamill. Unless you're Ryan Johnson.
Mr. Mephisto.
I wonder if the next Batman game, Joker will psychically project himself to fight Batman, and then he'll just fall over and die afterward. I wonder.
Mr. Mephisto donates 20. Thank you very much. Kinda wish you'd hold a stream on Sunday night. I don't want to watch LA versus Boston 2 Super Bowl Boogaloo. With what I'll know with what I'll know will be the cringiest commercial. Oh, I see what he's saying. With what I know will be the cringiest commercials of the entire year. Anything to watch other than that game?
Anything at all ever in life. Watch Death Wish 3.
Yeah, hey, have a Death Wish marathon.
Yeah, on Sunday, I don't know. I don't know what airs on Sunday.
Everywhere that madman goes, death is sure
Bro, you could watch paid commercial programming
to follow.
and one-up football, in my opinion.
All patients should take their medication at the prescribed times each and every day.
Oh, I see.
Warning. Security breach in level B3. Warning. Security breach in level
Whoa.
B2.
There we go.
Warning. Security breach in level.
Yeah!
Warning.
All right.
Security breach in level B6.
Hey, Batman! Over here!
Security breach in level B4.
What happened?
Joker happened.
I don't know, but thanks for not helping out there.
Must have gone this way. Door's jammed.
They did a
I'll try
lot
and get it
better
open.
with the faces in the subsequent games.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot better.
Can you hear me? I'm with Batman. Hello?
Where are they?
Back down there. Do you need help?
No. I work better alone.
Those Robin stories really suck.
Franklin, can you hear me? If you can, help's on the way.
John Geary says, "Hey guys, I have been contemplating,
Can you hear me?
What's up?
either a Ruger Red Hawk in
Ooh.
45 Long Colt,
Joker's
Nice.
escaped custody.
or a
He's
classic
running free in Arkham.
1911 in 45.
Yep. And 45 ACP.
Commissioner Gordon is safe.
I know the
Joker's not far
1911
ahead.
served
I'll
my
stay in
granddad
contact.
well when he was in Korea. I am 50-50. Can only get one right now."
Oh, I don't know. It depends. It's really a question of revolver or automatic. They're both really good. Ruger Red Hawk is a little on the pricier end of double-action revolvers in 45 Colt, so you might look at a slightly less expensive double-action in 45, and then you might have enough money to get a 1911 too. Depends.
Release him!
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
Wait here.
You
As
can't.
opposed to other times when he's completely centered.
He won't see me.
I'm a
I see
goddamn
anything
ninja.
that looks
At least after the Denny O'Neil rewrite.
even a little bit like a bat, and this guard dies. Do you hear me?
Yeah, he's got to be nuts in those hot pants.
Put the trigger down, Zaz!
Let's see here. Can I jump up? No.
Daisy Ridley's acting talent says, "Thoughts on the band Corrosion of Conformity?"
Eh.
Eh?
Not interested.
Fair enough.
Go!
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus says, "If only he died.
Jesus!
If only he died of liver failure, I would have called him Jaundice McCain."
Jaundice McCain.
Jaundice McCain?
Yeah.
Sorry. I see that word and I immediately think Juan, and that makes me
This is
sad.
disgraceful. How did a patient like Victor get free?
We'll worry about that later, Doctor.
He wants to kill the guard, you know. He needs to kill the guard.
Didn't I meet you in Deus Ex?
Are you sure you just didn't hit the wrong button?
Are you sure the computer can hit it? No? Oh, okay.
Zaz has got my buddy. He's gonna fry him. Do something, please.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him.
Okay.
I've got to get close enough to Zaz to strike.
He'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high.
Gross. My big complaint about LA Noire is that the soldiers act like Vietnam vet
These old
weenies
gargoyles
rather than World War
I
II
wait if I
vets.
grapple up to them.
How many times?
They all act like, sorry, what?
They all act like Vietnam vet weenies rather than World War II vets.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. Although, you know, there was a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder after World War II. We just didn't call it that.
Yeah, yeah.
Not as much as Vietnam on account of we fucking won, and the soldiers were allowed to finish their mission. But yeah, I mean there was a lot of that. But yeah, I agree. They overemphasized that shit in LA Noire.
Keep away.
It's just one of the many problems in modern noir. It goes to the heart of the revisionist kind of neo-noir ethos. It's this idea that everything's got to be like whatever we think now in 2019 is the only correct way to think.
Yeah.
And in 1941, boy, we were all backward, even though in many appreciable ways we had a better society that worked more functionally.
People wore suits just to go outside.
Yeah. I guess it wants me to do that.
Zaz is down, but not for long.
Ooh, in the back of the head. Donkey punch.
Someone put this animal back in his cell.
See you in Tokyo, bitch. Does Taryn have some kind of dyslexia?
Oh my god. What in the world did they do to her? What did they do to her? This is why people think Margot Robbie is entertaining. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Old Sharp has never been happier.
Can't imagine why she didn't come back.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Bats, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically the Joker's goons shipped him from Blackgate, but you get the idea. Bye-bye for now.
So, I want to talk about something here, especially with Harley.
How fucking overused she is?
I'm gonna spoil a comic, so if you guys want to just...
her being from the island of Lesbos with fucking poison ivy?
No, the newest one, the White Knight comic.
No.
They actually explained this pretty well, and I kind of like it. The new Harley Quinn, the one that looks like a fucking stripper, is actually a different person. Like, Joker's so fucked in the head, he didn't care. He actually kicked old Harley to the curb and accepted this new one as Harley Quinn. And it's actually a totally different person.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read it.
And original Harley comes back and kicks her ass.
He's in control.
And actually calls her out for being just like
He's
this.
probably isolated it
this
from the grid.
sex thing.
All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island.
Ashley from Mass Effect, aren't you supposed to be a space racist?
He's lying. It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know him.
The room's locked down. I can't open the...
It's my favorite thing about the first Mass Effect is your fucking character in one conversation will be going from like, yeah, socialist utopia in outer space. Oh yeah, I love all this multicultural shit going on. Then you have one conversation with Ashley and it's like, yeah, we should build a space wall. We should flush we should flush him out a goddamn airlock. All the Krogans should be euthanized. Absolutely. Now let's fuck.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
All right. I'll take the Deus Ex route.
He got out. Batman's found a way out.
Batman, I'm patching you into the guard radio feed.
Steve, more Blackgate prisoners. By the boiler.
Who's that behind them? Oh my god, it's Joker. He's free! How'd he break out?
Get over here. There we go. Boy, it's a good thing these vents are exactly the size of a man.
A very large man, by the way.
Good thing.
Batman is, what, 6'4"?
He's 6 plot device.
Yeah. Ace Justin says, got picked up for some voice work by a developer for a Silent Hill style game. Looking forward to it.
Neat.
Warning. Decontamination. Toxins detected.
They're trapped in there.
Warning. Decontamination. Area sealed.
What is that stuff?
Joker toxin. Listen, the room is full of poison gas. Anyone caught in there is dead.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
There we go. It's a good thing I couldn't do that until the fucking conversation was over there. It's not like we're losing precious moments.
So,
these people could be dying.
See you in Tokyo, bitch said, does Taryn have some kind of dyslexia? He confused the word disciple with despicable.
Joker's been planning this.
I still have the same thoughts on 9/11 as I did when I was 10 years old that day. My only surprise is that the kind of thing doesn't happen every day.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
What thoughts are those?
Batman's here.
we supposed to, like, mind meld your ass?
Well, no, that he's just surprised that doesn't happen every day.
Oh.
I'm going after the animal who did this.
I mean, I'm...
Take your damn clothes off!
I forgot! I had almost forgotten I put that in there.
System. Steve is trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room.
Where? Who? Where? Oh, I see.
He left me here.
That was mildly rude. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You gotta kill the gas first. All right. I assume we just waste that.
There's the extraction control point. A well-aimed batarang should power it.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Fucking fetus-proof puzzles. So New York shouldn't have a problem.
Listen to that laugh.
Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
Dustin Eaton says, I agree with you. I agree with when you said Resident Evil 2's OST aged well last week.
Yep.
The Castlevania and Mega Man X series also come to mind.
Yeah, definitely.
What other video game OSTs do you think have stood the test of time? Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, Mega Man, like all the Mega Mans have stood the test of time. Mega Man X, all of them.
Maybe not that PlayStation.
Oh yeah, none of the PlayStation synthy bullshit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But any of the ones that were made with a video game synthesizer, definitely like a chipset. I would say Breath of Fire, big time.
Soul Reaver?
Soul Reaver, I can't remember Soul Reavers that well. Definitely Thief, because it wasn't so much a soundtrack as like a soundscape. Very atmospheric, it still works.
I'm seeing
Deus Ex, big time.
Oh hell yeah, Deus Ex.
Deus Ex, and you know what? I'll definitely double down. I think Invisible War actually has an even better one. Very atmospheric.
I'm seeing Half-Life in the chat. Chrono Trigger, Metal Gear.
Chrono Trigger, big time. Metal Gear,
Thief 2.
I mean, Thief 1 and 2, both of them would.
Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah, Streets of Rage. Fucking.
Turtles in Time.
Whoa! Where'd you come from? Oh, right in the jaw. That's fatal for Ann Coulter.
What took you so long?
I hate this line that's coming up. I've heard it so much.
How many times have you played this?
Counting on it, just not yet. He's a big one.
Oh, I guess it's after this fight.
Oh, okay. Alright, what the hell are we doing here?
We're doing a tutorial. That's what we're doing.
Evidently. Can I get him to, like, charge or something? Good shit.
Oh yeah, into a wall, I suspect.
Shit. That's what I was thinking, but maybe into the electric grid here. Oh, shit. Let's get him to charge into the electric grid, see if that helps. There we go. that was almost effective. Whoa. Did the Roman Reigns shit. Oh, and now he's doing the other Roman Reigns thing, coming down with leukemia.
Damn. Savage.
Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it?
Yeah, here it
Well,
comes.
Note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all.
You pussy.
Pussy. Congratulations, you killed like a few dozen people right now.
Millions of people just died.
Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.
If he was the Shadow, this game would be one scene long.
We didn't say it there either.
Quick, get in here before more of them come.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh, upgrades. Okay, what do we got?
See you in Tokyo, bitch, says. I call him Trigger Trump for what he does to the homos. What? Does Razor like any 70s glam rock?
I don't know. It depends on what you think qualifies as glam rock. But no, not generally. I mean, Queen was considered glam rock at the time, and I like Queen, but that's about it. I'm not a big Bowie guy. Well, that's not true. I do like Bowie. I guess I would throw Bowie and Queen out there. That'd probably be it. And then depending on how you qualify it, I'd consider it more like prog or new wave a little later on, maybe Peter Gabriel, something like that. Kind of depends on what you consider category. Let's see here. Combo Batarang. Critical combo strikes. The strikes are timed perfect. Right, I forgot about the timing on the hits. Oh, I love that. Inverted takedown.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely what I'm getting.
Clay Davis says, Russian collusion, major crime. Shit. No one seems to want to admit The Simpsons was a hit or miss show. And the guy with the highest batting average was John Swartzwelder.
Who?
Who was a right-wing, gun-loving, global warming-denying libertarian.
Was he a writer on Simpsons?
Only way in is via the transport system.
I know Al John, however the fuck, I don't know how you pronounce it. But I know he ain't working out for the fucking show. Jesus.
Open it. Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell.
Okay.
Okay. Something's wrong.
Or in Roman Reigns' case, another sickle cell.
Having a little trouble.
This ain't over.
Joker.
You're expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to give a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
Officer
You
Bowles.
trying to follow me? He dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
But that'd be a cringy viral marketing campaign.
Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
All right.
I should go back to the holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
Gotcha.
Mr. Sofa King says,
He sealed.
Go on.
oh, sorry. Mr. Sofa King says, I have jury duty tomorrow. Have you ever gone before? And if so,
No.
what should I expect? God fucking speed.
Yeah, I've never gone. Yeah, I don't know. Just say the black Jew Catholic homosexuals are ruining America. They'll let you right out. They'll let you right out.
And pin a medal on you.
Himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where
Joker's
he was
got
sitting.
my family!
A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
2009, the year of slow-walking exposition.
I hate the whole putting your finger to your ear thing.
Oh, it's so obnoxious, and it's still in the game. It was in fucking Arkham Knight.
No. Remember, they replaced it with the wrist hologram.
Which is even worse.
Yeah. He's still gonna walk. Ooh.
Ouch! Frankie, go way back. I got him out of a spot of bother a few years ago. So when I need security codes or an old man to be clubbed to the ground, I know just the man to ask.
Look at it. Not the big man anymore.
All right.
Man, he never did it. He's here!
Oh, it's only two of them.
In the face! But yeah, I couldn't tell you. Just say something really hateful and try and get out of jury duty.
Yeah. My knee.
You could try going to a party and dressing in blackface with a friend wearing a KKK hood. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Then maybe you'll be governor.
Poor life choices. Well, I mean, how poor could they be as governor?
Right.
Isolate something in that room unique to both.
Exactly.
All right.
My knee grows fast. Says, a Mexican, a Cuban, and a Chinese guy are riding in a truck. Who's driving? Immigration. Do you guys like the Beatles?
No.
How about the Talking Heads?
No.
Okay.
No. No and no.
With a forensic scanner picks up.
Elidius donated
I can follow traces
1066,
of
but didn't
alcohol
say
from
anything.
French bourbon
But
in
thank
the
you very much. It's appreciated nonetheless.
Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Okay. Whoa!
Daisy Ridley's acting talent says, here's $10. Now say, gamers rise up, in Tony Martin's voice on The Shining.
No. I don't sound like Tony Martin.
I don't know what Tony Martin sounds like.
Hack point? How do you... What do I need to do here?
I'm not paying attention, so I can't really say. Gotta hack something? Or?
Is there... Oh, okay. I need to follow in the opposite direction. That's my bad. What do we got here? Oh.
Showa me the money says, there's a new drug for lesbians on the market to cure depression. It's called Tricoxagon.
I think someone has used that one before.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Hey, it's a good one, though. Please get... I almost said it like... Please give quick appraisals of the following bands.
What's going on?
Oop. Story happening.
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
Jesus
dead, right?
She should be. Isn't that how Emilio Estevez died in Mission Impossible?
What the hell happened?
How did you like that, T-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are dead.
There we are.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator.
Gordon's
To
alive!
do this the old-fashioned way.
No? Nowhere else? Am I fucked? Oh, I see. There we are.
To continue.
Shimmy.
Hey there!
Press Y to shimmy.
I know you can hear me. I've got a little something for you to listen to. Harley and Frank are clearly out of the building with the old man. How are they going to get past all those guards? Let's have a listen, shall we?
Hey, Frank, where you there? Joker's got more men on the way. They're coming around the front of the asylum. You gotta stop them getting in, quick. Get over there.
There we go.
Come to the main entrance.
How many are there, Bowles? Hey, hang on. How the hell do you know what... Bowles! Frank, what are you doing? No, wait! Frank, what the hell?
Quick! It's clear. Get your ass in here.
Is that Harvey Bullock?
Support, Frankie. Girl, fall for
Oh, I guess
I
I
don't
just
think so.
have to continue to press X to shimmy. There we are.
I remember Harvey Bullock's voice actor was in Arkham City, and he got like 2 lines.
Yeah, it's retarded.
And it was him. It was the guy.
It's just like it's so ridiculous. Every major character in Batman is ripped off. It's stupid. Harvey Bullock is Cardona from The Shadow. James Gordon, there's literally a pulp character called the Whisperer,
Right.
who is Commissioner James Gordon.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucking incredible. They just stole that character. It is nuts, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here. Mama.
Let me finish up this donation. Damn it.
Is there somewhere I can, like...
There we are.
Thinking there's got to be somewhere I can...
Please give quick appraisals of the following bands. The New York Dolls.
I don't really care for them.
The Dictators.
It's not my thing. The Dictators was alright. Kind of an MC5-ish kind of a situation.
Right.
And their guitarist wound up being in Manowar.
Wire.
Bring me a body bag.
Ooh!
Joker was right.
Here we go.
It's the bat!
No. Ah,
I hate
shit.
that. I hate
do.
that. That's still in every single one of the games.
Well, it's only fair. Like, I get that. And honestly, I'd rather have that than just be able to counter out of goddamn anything. It's one of the reasons, like, a lot of people hate TMNT Out of the Shadows. I love TMNT Out of the Shadows because it doesn't let you do that.
Right.
Like, it doesn't. This game's much more forgiving than TMNT Out of the Shadows on that one.
To continue, Wire.
How's it going? Any sign of Dad?
The show?
The band.
Wire,
yet,
I've
but
never
I'm getting
fucking heard of
close.
it.
And
Harley
television.
Quinn tried to slow me down. Dropped an elevator on me.
I don't care for television at all.
Okay.
At all. It's weird, like, all those bands are ostensibly part of the first wave of punk rock or New York punk rock, but I would only describe, like, a couple of them as actual punk.
Okay.
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
Because punk was, like, a weird movement. It was kind of like early black metal. Like, you were it if you called yourself it. Musically, there was nothing linking the bands. All right.
Asum Jessen asks, what are your thoughts on the Oddworld games? Their music is the best, in his opinion, on the PS1.
I've never really played them at length.
Boss says no one gets past.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
Well, I mean, they'll see me if I corner that. Aha!
Good thing there are so many gargoyles indoors.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, these are very decorative for something that's literally blocked by fucking steel grate and no one can see it. Curious design. Huh. I love it. Love it. A Gip gun is the most silent takedown.
Where did I leave off? Huh.
Is the game still kind of loud?
No, actually, it's a little low. But it's okay. You can hear the voices.
Well, it's drowning out our notifications is the thing. All right, there we go. Sweet.
No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
But good.
Shit.
Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You'll need to set a trap.
It's copyright infringement.
Must not leave this building. Do you understand me? Oh, look who it is. Are your pointy ears burning? I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way.
Wrong appendage.
Nice surprise.
Stealth Creation says, with a strong chance of Amy Coney Barrett becoming SCOTUS judge in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Do you
Did you
believe
fucking hear
she'll-
that, by the way?
What?
Apparently there are rumors of a fucking hearse, a funeral home leaving fucking Ginsburg's house.
Oh.
There's a rumor, unconfirmed rumor, but I've seen it. Like, it wasn't just from righty websites. Like, a number of websites now have reported it. Nobody knows if, like, it's just planning something or what the fuck is going on. But, man, at this point, I think, am I the only one? I kind of require proof now that Ginsburg is alive. Like, I kind of... I think we actually need something. I feel like they would, almost at this point, the Democrats would erect an animatronic puppet. Just to keep...
Can President Trump not just say, hey, I want to know?
Yeah. Is she alive? Dig. That's all I care. I mean, fuck.
Crazy. Stop him before he gets someone hurt. Really, it's for his own good.
Oh, here we go. I love these segments. What do we have here? Okay. Huh?
Do you believe she'll be Kavanaugh'd worse than the kids and Brett?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, well, it depends on how many skeletons she has in her closet, but let's be real, it's 2019. No, it doesn't. If she has 0 skeletons in her closet, one will be provided for her. It's just how it is. The Supreme Court is too political. I did an entire rant about it. It's, even if you're lefty, righty, whatever, even if the Supreme Court goes full fucking right, if Ginsburg kicks it and a super right-wing constitutionalist takes over, I still say the powers of the Supreme Court need to be neutered. And that Supreme Court should be neutered at that time so that no one can abuse it the way the Warren Court did and the way Thurgood Marshall did. What do we got? Is somebody looking? I want to make sure. All right.
What are you doing?
Because the Supreme Court was never supposed to be a political engine, folks. And it's very telling that the only time a Supreme Court justice has been actively impeached was during the time when the Founding Fathers were still living.
Yeah.
Clearly, they felt rather passionately about it.
This was not how it was meant to be used.
No.
Vibrant Man for the win says, "Hello, Razor.
Not joking.
Your Out of the Past Noir episode was fantastic.
Thank you.
Do you plan on doing an episode on Ace in the Hole with Kirk Douglas? One of my favorite noirs of all time."
I could. That's the thing. I can cover any noir, including new ones. And that's one of the things I like about it, is I can pretty much... And I'm going to do a couple of episodes just talking about the history of noir, you know, little... Whoops! Accidentally tapped the smoke bomb button, I guess? Whoops. Batman was just sitting up on that gargoyle busting ass.
White Wolf says, "Opinion on the OG Battlestar Galactica series."
I never really watched it, did you?
I caught like a couple of episodes. That was... Wait, was that early 80s or like late 70s?
I think both.
Yeah. That wasn't my thing.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Right under me. Right under me, asshole. Let me fucking bat teabag you. God dang it! You...
What's going on?
Oh, fine. Just glide kick the prick. What's that? I can't believe it's not Zimmer score. You think we'll ever get a Batman theme that has actual music in it ever again?
Yeah.
Think?
Battlestar Galactica was 78. A little bit before my time.
He could be anywhere. Then keep your eyes open.
But whatever you do, don't check on those giant gargoyles that would look really bitchin' to pose on.
Jason the Unpopular says, "Tell me something, my friend. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?"
Aw, shit. Aw, shit. Still say, you know, a lot of people say Jack Nicholson was just playing himself on that one. I disagree. Oh, let's see here. Come on. Move, ya prick! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes! Come over here, so Papa Spank. Do it with your fucking Hot Topic pants. Get over here. Get over here and buy some purple hair dye. God damn it!
Lure him over. Throw a batarang, like, to your left.
Hold on. I'm gonna waste this fucknut. So he got a shotgun? Nondescript bad guy gun is what I call it. It's a big black scary rifle. We should ban it. There we go. Perfect. Much better. I am so gonna break through that ceiling.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
I don't know, Batman. Who is your daddy?
Parkinson.
My dad is dead.
Parkinson Center Jenga Champ says, "Love your work, Razor and Terran. If you could choose one person to erase from all of culture, who would it be?"
All of culture?
Wow.
Oh, man. Oh, I almost got him. God damn it.
Karl Marx?
Maybe? Maybe, although... even Karl Marx was just iterating ideas that already existed. That's the problem. Like, if you wasted Karl Marx, some prick would just wind up being Karl Marx later anyways.
What about Che Guevara?
Oh, balls. That was stealth level minus 30.
People are saying, Che Guevara.
Yeah, maybe Guevara. Kojima. All right. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I like how Joker said, "How about these odds?" And then he just put the exact same number of soldiers out as the last time. He's like, if the previous odds didn't work, these will surely get you.
They were just like family. How could you? I think I'm going to
Game King says, "Are you aware of this guy who nicked your style of review for an episode of My Little Pony?"
I have no idea.
Huh. Doesn't surprise me. Kartik Isola says, "What do you think of Goldwater's view that liberalism and conservatism should counterbalance each other? Is that even what he truly believed, or is that someone else misinterpreting his views?"
It's definitely a misinterpretation. He definitely believed fundamentally that the government should be tiny and small. I don't know how you read that as the government counterbalancing itself.
Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
I mean, this is the guy who was quoted as saying, a government big enough to give you anything you would ever want is big enough to take it all away. Right? This is a famous Goldwater quote.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
I'm here to provide the mandatory 2009 collectible bullshit.
My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your
Taxation is
first one?
theft.
Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Oh, come on, dude. No? I mean, it is. There's a picture right on him. All right. Oh.
Anything hanging on the wall?
Oh, there we are.
I said, don't cut yourself on this sharp... So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Go.
Huh. Edward Ligma. Oh, that's pretty good.
Edward Schmegma. Ew, Oracle looks like a gender studies major.
Isn't she, though?
That's a shame. So Frank Castle, all right, gotcha. If only she looked like that.
Over here.
But yeah, that's complete. I don't think any politician has had a more revised history in office than Barry Goldwater. Like, it's crazy. Well, maybe Abraham Lincoln, but like in terms of contemporary politicians like Goldwater, holy fucking shit. And a lot of it comes from the Goldwater Institute, of all fucking places. That's why when I heard Trump was not endorsed by the Goldwater Institute and there were a bunch of so-called conservatives, Ben Shapiro types fucking slamming, "Ooh, look, it's a burn, it's a slam." I'm like, what the fuck? That's a backhanded endorsement. Like, the Goldwater Institute's a fucking embarrassment. They're like basically an engine of the Democratic Party at this fucking point. It's like the McCain Institute. Shit. His family are fucking cringy.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I...
He can't say Bowles. It's hilarious. Try my Bowles! Combo throw. Throw after the achieving of a combo... Oh! That would come in handy. Yes!
Saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by...
I am using the Duke controller, by the way.
Nice. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Oh, well, fuck him.
He was scum.
Evan Rose says, have you got rid of your yearbook yet? For safety.
No incriminating evidence in my yearbook. Except maybe the Liberty Spikes hairdo that I had.
He
Mildly
continues,
incriminating.
is there hope for someone to be in a creative industry without touting leftist SJW talking points or ideas?
Only if you create your own.
Or would they need to build their own? Is the second part.
Exactly. Yeah. No, if you want to exist in these spaces, you have to conform, which is hilarious because wasn't the left supposed to be about nonconformity at some point?
Yeah,
anybody else remember that shit?
They used to be anti-war too. Guess they gave up on that.
I guess it's almost like it wasn't politically convenient anymore.
Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay area with some breaking news.
What the fuck?
This is Jack Ryder with breaking news in the Gotham Bay. We are getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all news channels this chilling message.
Why does the supervillain always very easily hack into all news channels? That is
Yeah.
always.
Jason the Unpopular says, as my plastic surgeon always says, if you gotta go, go with a smile.
Yes. All right. Let's do. Oh, wait.
Gorma64 says, nice work on the Michael Jackson video.
Thank
I
you,
do
sir.
have one criticism.
What's up?
You should have ended with Michael Jackson's "Leave Me Alone."
Oh God. Here's how bad it's getting on YouTube now. I originally ended it with "Money" by Michael Jackson. Immediately copyright claimed. Cut it down to like 10 seconds. Immediately copyright claimed. Cut it down to 5 seconds. You literally could not even hear the song anymore. Immediately copyright claimed. So yeah, Sony are in damage control mode, my friends. So yeah, Money, that was not happening. And then I tried other Michael Jackson songs, totally didn't work. So that's why there's no credits in that fucking video, is because no matter what I fucking uploaded, and no matter how short it was, by the end, it was like the length of a dust mite's dick on a cold day. It was like literally when fucking Peter Griffin on Family Guy was like, I can say the whole alphabet in half a second. Bah! Like, it was like that. Couldn't even tell what the song was anymore, and it still tripped copyright.
Liberty Prime says,
oh, I love it.
Ooh. Money shot.
All over my face, neck, and chest.
Wow. So, when does the Earth die? Because that moon is way too close.
No shit. 72 hours to save the world.
The Batman's car is still parked just outside of the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us, can we?
The tunnel's locked down. No one in or out. It's cool.
Tunnel
It's
snakes
not.
rule.
Joker's unpredictable. Stay alert.
Yeah? You think he'll come this way?
All right.
Batman, you got out. What's happening back there? We got directed over here and then the radios died. They keep playing this damn tune over and over.
Joker's in control of the island. He's responsible for sending you over here.
How did he get out? I mean, you're here and...
An Arkham guard
It's him
named
again.
Frank Bowles betrayed me.
Fucking voice
He
actor.
brought
God damn
down
it.
Joker, who killed him.
Every guard ever.
Some loyalty. Do you need any help?
No, you and your men are safer here. I'll find...
Fortunately, there's no blackguards, so Phil Lamar is safe.
For now.
For now. Oh, I thought he was holding like a hand grenade or something. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, what is this noise? No. Can't get on by jumping up top. No, not so much.
Liberty Prime says, drop your cocks and grab your socks, you commie motherfuckers. LP is back. And now America will never fall to communism. Seas of Alexandria Cortez, mother of God.
What? So the Joker's free again.
Not for
Yes,
long.
Steve Bloom.
I really think her popularity is well over exaggerated, though.
Yeah, not
like
not
I don't
outside
think
New York,
I don't
mean,
think you can underestimate her, but at the same time, I think people are paying her an awful lot of mind, and that's part of what's elevating her profile. Is they're kind of acting like she's a big deal, ergo she's a big deal. Can we get up? Aha!
That Indian dude says Gawker and potentially Gizmodo, Kotaku, Jezebel being bought by a shitlord. Then you have Vice and BuzzFeed downsizing.
Disable
I
the
love it.
Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
That does not sound like the same one from Arkham Knight. I think she got recast.
That's Ashley from Mass Effect.
Yeah, that I don't think it's the same chick. Yeah. Someone could probably check.
Let's see here. Boy, it's a good thing I can't get to my car, so I can't have ham-fisted car puzzle mechanic bullshit. What the fuck was that?
Ethan Long says, Arkham Origins, love it or hate? Godspeed, gentlemen.
I played it. I think my biggest criticism of it is that you can definitely tell they just threw it out to make some money. Like, there's so much. It's not just how unfinished and jank it was when it came out. It was, like, unplayable, especially on PC. But, like, not just that, but just the way it's designed. There are times when the game just, like... You remember playing Tomb Raider back in the day, and you'd get to a room, and it was just like the game dropped you, and you just figure out what's next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you want me to mind meld with a goddamn game developer? I guess I just wander around and waste a shitload of time, and eventually I happen on what the fuck I need to do next. There's a lot of that in Batman Arkham Origins. And usually the sign of a rushed game.
It is a different voice actress. Thank you, Nam.
Okay. Woohoo! Alright, let's get over here.
Evan Rose says this stream is timely to a Twitter trend today. So should the next Bruce Wayne
Is
be
it?
black?
Oh, that's right! Fucking Batfleck is out.
Wait, what? The Batman movie is not getting made?
You didn't hear?
No.
It's been officially greenlit and Batfleck is gone.
Wow.
He is gone. Which is a shame. I thought he was okay. Honestly,
no, he did
of
a
all the
great
shit
job.
that's wrong with those movies, I don't think he's part of it. I really don't.
So the movie is canceled.
No.
Oh.
It's still being made with somebody else.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to piss some people off.
It sure is.
That's not going to go over well.
Well,
Now, is he coming back for, like, other crossover movies with like Superman and Wonder Woman, like another Justice League, or is like
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh wow,
he is gone. And the franchise was going so well. Oh.
What's happening out there?
Joker's taking control.
I don't know,
His
but
crew
it's a
is
good
running
thing you're
wild.
hiding in
Is this
here,
place
bitch.
secure?
Yeah. No one in or out. Do you want me to, maybe come with you?
No, stay here. I work better alone.
Good. I mean, good luck out there.
If only you had a network of agents.
Colin C says, hopefully the upcoming Affleck-less Matt Reeves reboot film resembles this game somewhat.
I don't know, guys. I just feel like you need to rest the character for a while.
Yeah,
Am
it
I
needs
wrong?
time.
Like, I think he's just... there have not been... Has there been like a 3-year period without Batman in something? Like it's too much.
Batman, you scared me.
You're lucky I'm not one of Joker's men. Stay here and keep a lookout.
Yeah, will do.
Like, let us miss Batman for a bit. It's like this game. One of the reasons this game was so successful, like, this game doesn't do anything that radically different from a lot of the games that came before, which is weird. There's a terror mechanic, just like Batman Begins. It's stealth-based, just like Batman Begins. It's a sandbox, just like Batman Begins. It's got celebrity voice talent, just like Batman Begins. But because it was presented as like, hey guys, it's the first good Batman game, people were willing to give it a shot. Whoa. And I feel like, oh, you can't go down through that grating. That sucks. I feel like if you rest Batman on film for a little while, I think people will probably give it a fairer shake. I think Batfleck would have been doomed, honestly, because people are just Batman the fuck out.
Brian Cox would like to know, who do you think should replace Affleck?
Ooh.
That's a tough call, man.
John Hamm's a good one. There we go.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets hard.
Okay.
From here.
Who is your daddy, and what does he do?
I think John Hamm would be a good one. He'd also be a good Shadow.
Of course you found
Maybe
that
better
easy.
for Batman than Shadow. I would incidentally, it goes without saying, much rather see a new Shadow film than a new Batman film.
Yeah.
That was one of the easy ones.
I was just reading The Living Shadow the other night. That would be the perfect basis for a first Shadow film. Perfect. You know, you tell it, instead of telling it from the Shadow's perspective, you tell it from Harry Vincent's perspective. And you open the movie with him trying to kill himself by jumping off the fucking Queensboro Bridge or whatever the hell. And the Shadow stops him and recruits him as one of his agents. And you basically learn who the fuck the Shadow is through Harry Vincent's eyes. Because he has no idea what the fuck is going on. So the audience gradually realizes what's going on through him. I think that'd be way better than some fucking origin story or... you can't grapple while you're flying in this.
I remember I told you what I wanted for a movie.
What's that?
They just call it Masks, like they did with the comic. But it would be Green Hornet, Shadow, Rocketeer.
That'd be pretty bitchin'.
I want Rocketeer in there. And I want him to be like the new guy they bring in.
Jackson.
And he could fit in a few
AEG killed Jackson.
They could
Fucking-
fit in a couple of other pulp heroes in there too.
He killed Jackson. Joker is officially Conrad Murray. What the fuck was that? That came out of nowhere. Whoopsie. Almost died there. That fucking sucked. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Yeah, the Phantom. Yeah, throw him in there too. Where did I leave off?
Phantom is neat and all, but the using twin 45s and not killing people is what the fuck. He's the man is using automatic pistols, but he's non-lethal. What the shit?
Give him robots to fight.
That needs to change.
No, I would disagree with bringing Zorro in.
Zorro is in masks.
Well, I know, but for a movie.
Speaking of which, this year it marks the centenary of Zorro.
Oh, wow.
100 years of Zorro.
But I was just thinking, like, for a movie, like, justifying, like, a 1940s Zorro. I mean, it would be weird. You'd have to fit scenes around him.
There we go. Oh! Oh, there we go. Oh, nice! Kicked him in the vag. Kicked him in the vag. So that man's dead. Like, that man's just dead.
There's a supply of explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile. I may need it.
All right.
Chicks dig the car. The Batmobile is being culturally enriched.
Harley trashed the car.
Batmobile's ganked from the shadow too, by the way.
Like there was a scuffle.
Because I guess he originally had Batman originally had like a he had a coupe, like a normal coupe, a Supra, which is what the Shadow has in the pulps. Only it was camouflaged to look like a regular car, and it actually had like a souped up racing engine underneath it and some funky fucking gadgets and shit on it. And eventually that evolved into the Batmobile. But initially he had the same car as the Shadow.
There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon. I need to isolate a trail in the crime scene around the Batmobile that'll lead me to Gordon.
Okay.
Paging Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine Dr. Howard.
Strange. This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it. Wild country.
It's filled with crack.
Tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Like he left me to be crippled. You can read one.
Okay. They're talking, so I didn't know.
Oh,
He's
okay.
left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
He should have said Gordon's alive. Come on.
To find another way around.
Come on, writers.
Jason the Unpopular says, never rub another man's rhubarb.
The wall ahead is weak enough for my explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
Here we go.
Rui Vasquez says,
his non-lethal explosive gel. Explosions are non-lethal, y'all.
Rui Vasquez says, Robin, hand me the battery. What's Terry? You get it?
What?
Robin, hand me the battery. Robin says, what's a Terry?
I actually don't get it at all.
The battery. He calls everything a bat. Bat this, bat that.
Okay.
Whatever. Thanks for the $5. Rocket Insano
That was
says,
really bad.
Rocket Insano says, what is your favorite form of Killer Croc?
I like the animated series
Yeah,
version a
because he
lot,
wasn't that big. He was like wrestler big.
Yeah, exactly. He was big and scary. He was big and scary enough. He was exactly as big and scary enough as he needed to be. Oh, now it opens. Sure.
Brazier says, hey, Razor and Terran. Dad
Oh,
joke
no.
incoming.
That's the right one. Okay, sorry, what?
Dad joke incoming.
infestation in
What do you
Joker's
call
Island.
a snake
Let me
on a
remind everyone,
car's
it is
windscreen?
their civic duty to exterminate this vermin. We can't have it making
I
its
don't
way
know.
back to the main.
A window viper?
No, come on! Not only cheesy, but German cheesy.
A window viper.
Alright, there we go. We got a guy over here. No?
Batman, what's going on? The crazies are moving towards the medical facility. What's Joker doing?
He's trying to take over the island piece by piece. It looks like medical is his next target. Has anyone got out of the building?
I saw a doctor try and get out. He was torn apart. Throw it in the water. He never stood a chance.
You wait here. I'll be back.
Okay. My controller went dead for a second there.
I warn you, he may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Tabayet says, been a big fan. Love your political commentary. Well, thank you. And thank you for being here tonight. Rocket Insano says, Arkham basically copied Mark of Cree. Mark of Cree. I don't think I've played that.
Yeah, neither have I.
Gary Winters says, Razor, any thoughts on the Metro Exodus controversy? Oh, God.
What is the Metro Exodus controversy?
It is now exclusive to the Epic Games Store.
Oh, yeah, I'd heard something like that. Why?
Because they loaded up a dump truck full of money and parked it outside Epic Gate, or outside, who fucking makes that?
I don't know.
But yeah, they
Some
paid them a shit ton of money.
Filthy stinking Ruskies HQ.
Yeah.
Okay, so medical. Liberty Medical.
But
I'm gonna go there for my diabetes testing supplies.
What do you think of the whole thing?
Whoa! Well, you're gonna see more and more of that as exclusives die. You're gonna see like platform exclusives, and especially with physical media dying too. Whoa!
Oh, Deep Silver?
Which, my God, are people gonna fucking regret handing over their property rights on that?
Hey, I don't want anyone missing the party. I'm just the host.
I believe I recorded a rant a few years ago called "The Case for Physical Media," something like that. Basically, copy paste that. I mean, I understand, like, Steam is convenient. I use it. Like, I get it. It sucks now. I basically have to use Steam to play games on PC. But we are gonna so fucking regret it before the end. Oh my God. Giving these platforms money instead of supporting physical media, like, fuck. And it's totally on us.
We are getting a bit of lag now.
All right, hold on a second.
Yeah, we are seeing just a few frame drops here and there. We'll try to fix it if we can.
I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll make it a little better on the bit rate, but I don't know that that's really the problem. I think it's just YouTube being goddamn YouTube. All right, here we go. Just in time for a rant on physical media and streaming. Like, holy shit. Talk about apropos. Hold on just a moment. I will be right back.
Do.
This ain't over.
How's everybody doing tonight? Ooh, got your coffee.
Yes, sir.
Coffee time.
Jawohl.
I too shall partake.
What do you have? Oh yeah, he's got a faggly little frappuccino though.
I didn't have time to go
Came
buy
with
Dunkin'.
a complimentary dick in the ass, I believe.
Hey, which one of us drinks more Starbucks?
The girl wrote "Flaming Mo" on his cup actually at Starbucks. Let's see here. How's the frame business now? Okay, no, the last time we got a frame drop was 41 minutes ago. No, 39 minutes ago. So I think we're stabilized now. Hopefully.
Well, you shall see.
If not, I'll just demolish the stream myself and blame Al-Qaeda. Controlled demolition.
Yeah.
Bilderbergs. All right. Actually, what are we? I didn't fuck with the. Oh, never mind. I can't mess with the graphics. I didn't think to mess with the graphics options. Vel.
Ben Parcell says, since I'm not a billionaire ninja, I will use my Colt 1911 instead to defend me. Godspeed from Oregon City.
Nice. Well, you're more of a pulp hero then. There we go. What the fuck is up here?
Kevin Schoenfeld says, what about Tim Burton concluding his Batman trilogy with concluding his Batman trilogy with a Dark Knight Returns adaptation with Keaton, Nicholson, Pfeiffer, and getting Billy D. Williams Two-Face? Thing is, I don't think Nicholson could do anything.
Yeah, where'd they film at a fucking nursing home?
Yeah.
Jesus. The time to do that was the mid-90s, and unfortunately Warner Brothers were a bunch of goddamn retards and cheated us all out of that.
Yeah.
So they decided Val Kilmer was the face of the franchise. That stable gentleman. Remember when he was getting fat for a role 15 years ago?
And he's just been playing the same role.
That is one method actor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is
dedicated.
Dedication. Apparently he's playing the part of Little Debbie.
Rocket Insano donates again and says, as the universe expands, so too does the wall.
As Val Kilmer expands.
Every inch of the medical building. I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can.
Okay.
Another doctor.
Oh, quiet, Lumpy.
I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die.
How do you get in there?
Tattoocat says,
it looks like there's a vent somewheres around somewhere.
just got rear-ended after getting a fresh burger and a fresh tank of gas. But at least I have the arcade to listen to. Godspeed, gentlemen.
What the fuck, dude? That sucks.
At least you're okay,
I'm
man.
lucky, and I've never been in a car accident. I'm lucky. You must have Jedi reflexes.
Mr. Mephisto donates 20. Thank you very much.
Oh my. Look, multiple paths. Are we sure this is a 2009 game? What is...
For my last super chat, you know that I'm into sports. I watched my hockey team with this stream waiting in the background. Down 1-0.
Ah, shit.
I hear the
I went the
elegant
wrong way.
voice of Razor, and my team score 4 goals and
does he
1.
need the doctors?
Godspeed and go Preds.
You heard it here first. RazörFist voice will make you score. Yeah!
Challenge completed. Can you do more?
Was it in the chat, ASIM, or was it a donation? Because if it was a donation, we haven't gotten to it. If it was your chat, then we did. Like a while ago. Parlock says, it's funny the people who were going after Michael Jackson in the media are the same type of people who are promoting stuff like preteen drag queens.
Yeah, the same kind of people like Rolling Stone magazine who had an underage Britney Spears like basically naked on the cover of their fucking magazine in the late 90s. You know, these kind of organizations. These kind of upstanding bastions of moral fiber. Meanwhile, Michael Jackson, who won't even talk about sex around kids, is accused of being a molester, which is kind of the point. Kind of the fucking point. Apparently, he wrote, according to Tom Mesereau, his defense attorney, while he was in the trial, like just to deal with the stress, he wrote some music that has not been released. And there was one called The Innocent Man that really just sounds fucked up. It's basically autobiographical about him going through that fucking trial. And there's like this part in the song where he's talking about, you know, I can go to fucking Mumbai, I can go to this country, that country, that country, this country, and the only person who will know I'm innocent is God. It just fucked up thinking about what Michael Jackson dealt with for all those fucking years. And this is a song he never released. Like, it wasn't him virtue signaling. He never released this music. That was just art purely for himself.
Help me! Cut you down! Cut me down after I kill the bat. We'll come back when the bat is dead.
Aging Dr. Bat! Aging Dr. Bat! Is there a Dr. Bat in the room?
Yeah, let's create a distraction, shall we?
I'm at the door. Nothing here.
There we go.
Metalhead asks, have you heard the album The Blind Leading the Blind by 1914?
No, I haven't.
Their whole theme is about World War I.
Nice!
Any other bands about World War I history that you'd recommend?
Well, the obvious one would be Motorhead, 1916. Probably Motorhead's most progressive song. It's basically like a prog synth kind of atmospheric epic kind of a thing. Definitely not very Motorhead. Not very Motorhead, but a very good song. That was one of the consistent themes with Motorhead was like military history and shit. Lemmy was a huge fucking history nerd. He collected German army paraphernalia, I know. Shit.
Kazakame says, name a game that you wanted to like but didn't.
That I wanted to like but didn't? I mean, we get recommended games all the time that are supposed to be fucking great. Nier Automata. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into either of the Nier games. Neither of them seemed that amazing. I feel like Nier, the first Nier came out and kind of became a cult game a little bit. It didn't sell. It wasn't like a big success, but a lot of people got into it for some reason long after. And I think in both cases, both games kind of were juxtaposed against what they're around instead of being taken on their own merits. And within that context, they're very, very flawed. I don't know. I just couldn't get into them. Not judging anyone if you're into it, but it just wasn't my fucking thing. Oh, you fuck. You fuck.
Is anyone feeling a little stressed out there? Your heart racing? Get a grip and stop that, or I'll fix your blood pressure.
Serpent21 says, with all the fake news, faking stories, gatekeeping, and blackmail, why hasn't CNN lost its broadcasting license?
Good question. There's a lot of, I mean, fuck. There have been so many fake news stories by all organizations at this point. You could ask that question of almost any organization. I mean, anybody remember CBS trying to win the presidential election for Al Gore?
Yeah.
Anyone fucking remember that? When they knew damn well, there's no way CBS's newsroom was not aware that Florida is in 2 different time zones. There's no way. And there's no way they didn't know that the half of Florida that hadn't voted yet was more conservative. There's no fucking way they didn't know those 2 things. So Dan Blather calling Florida for Al Gore early because the liberal part of the fucking state had closed the fucking polls. I mean, that's not a goddamn accident. The fact that the media was able to revise history and turn that into George W. Bush stole the election is like, holy shit, what an act of propaganda. I don't even like George W. Bush, but he did not steal that election. If anything, the exact opposite occurred. Al Gore attempted to steal the election and failed.
WB, we actually addressed that at the beginning of the stream. We're not going to play Ace Combat because it's only compatible with 2 flight sticks.
Yeah!
It's so weird. And we do not have a compatible joystick, so fuck
Weird bullshit. Potato, potato. Where's he at? Huh? Oh, I see.
The Whale of a Dying Coyote says, "Hey guys,
he is.
did you hear about the new restaurant on the moon? It has great food, but no atmosphere."
As dad jokes go, that was all right. That'll do, pig.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Florida Man says, "Hey Razor, in the market for my first revolver. Any suggestions? Love the channel and Godspeed, my friend."
Any suggestions for what? First revolver?
Yeah.
I am very happy with my Ruger Blackhawk. If you like single action revolvers, that's a great way to go. They're not super expensive. If you want to start, if you've never shot any gun at all before, I might recommend going with something a little cheaper, something in like a smaller caliber, like a Heritage Rough Rider, which is in 22. They're very, very cheap. I think they're like, fuck, $100, maybe 200. And they're in 22, so they're super comfortable to shoot. They don't kick a whole lot. You can really get the active shooting down. They're a good bargain, and they're made pretty well. It's not like they're cheapies and they're just pieces of shit. They're actually they're made to specifications. Oh yeah. So like that might be a way to go. Another, I mean, hit up your local gun store and go to the trade-in counter because you'll get bargains there. That's how I got my Smith & Wesson Model 25, the double action revolver in 45 Colt. That's how I found that and got it for a fucking good price too. Same thing with my M95, my Mannlicher rifle. I went to my local gun store. We have an amazing gun store out here that anyone who's in Phoenix needs to hit it up sometime, called Legendary Guns. And they've got so many they like really focus on older guns, revolvers, bolt action rifles, old shotguns. They have like cowboy gun belts, and like they're very big in the recreation / cowboy action shooting territory. So the only thing that sucks is they don't have a range. That kind of sucks.
No? I see down a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
The room's clear. You're safe now.
But yeah, if you're starting revolvers, I would say getting a single action is great because it's kind of the most basic form of firearm, and a good basic single action revolver is a Heritage Rough Rider.
Justin 1982 would like to know your thoughts on Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth was inhuman. I mean, you look at some of the numbers for that fucking dude. it was not hype. That guy was nuts. And the crazy part is everybody remembers him for his hitting, but he was a pitcher and a dominant pitcher for fucking years before he ever swung a bat. And his workout regime was hookers and fucking cigars and whiskey. That was it. And a steak dinner. Jesus, the man was inhuman.
Patchouli says, I've got a stellar year coming with Tesla, Aussie, Maiden, and Priest having a stop in my city. I can only pick 2, and Aussie is a given. Help me pick out the other 3.
Please,
over here.
I mean, if you've never seen Maiden, you should see them at least once. I'd go Priest and Maiden, personally.
Yeah, Priest and
I'm not
Maiden.
a big Tesla guy.
That math doesn't add up. Oh well. Maybe it's just
I
a
don't know
typo.
what happened. One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next,
Hi,
all the
Ashley,
thugs burst
again.
into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously
Couldn't tell if it was one of those filthy aliens.
Why does she have better facial animation than he does?
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire. They could be dead.
Soy boy.
Oh no, I forgot. Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
I'm here, Mike. Hold still. I'll get you free.
You okay?
Even the fake doctors like Phil.
Saved us.
Gorma64 says, Batman's ridiculous no-kill policy is what ruined the character for me.
It really there's only so long. At least Daredevil has crossed the line a few times.
And justifiably
He tries, he tries not to kill people if he can help it, but he has totally walked some enemies off a bridge. He is totally, like, by the 3rd issue of Daredevil, there was, like, a night guy, and he basically let him jump off a fucking tower, kill himself. Like, he's killed lots of people, actually.
He brought down a helicopter with a grenade launcher.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes, he did.
Thousands have died due to his refusal to get his hands
Who is
dirty.
your dad?
Totally.
And
And
what
that
does he
was
do?
like when I drew my submission package for DC, the Nightwing Batman story, that was what I centered it on. I just figured, okay, I need a reason for Nightwing and Batman to fight just so that I can show that I can draw fight scenes. And my idea was Nightwing has killed someone, which actually happened in Nightwing, by the way. It happened in the Nightwing comics. Nightwing stood by and let Tarantula kill Blockbuster. That's right. That's what happened in the Nightwing comics. Very good comic, actually. And I felt like there was no fallout from that. Like, Batman, like 2 issues later, Nightwing, something happened, and Nightwing wakes up in the Batcave, and Batman's like, they almost talk about it, and Batman's like, we won't talk about that right now. And then they just never talked about it. Like, there was no narrative consequences or anything. I felt like they should probably fight about that. Like, Nightwing should be more like Daredevil, where, yeah, I don't want to kill people, but you know what? Sometimes they kind of gotta die.
Let me add to this. Nightwing literally kills someone, and they fucking, like, bullshit their way out of it. So there was this guy in this power armor, and he's got, like, flamethrowers and shit, and he's, like, tearing up the city. So Nightwing, like, grabs his arm and, like, points it towards the dude, so himself, right? So the flamethrower, like, because there's no way to get through the armor. So the flamethrower, like, busts a hole into the armor, and the guy gets roasted alive inside his suit. He's dead. And they bullshit.
It's basically the fucking dude from Metal Gear Solid 3.
they bullshit it in that, oh, well, you see, the suit was leaking radiation, and he was already dead from, radiation poisoning.
Right.
And I'm like, motherfucker, if I take a flamethrower to a cancer ward, is that okay?
Yeah.
Because they're all dead anyway, right?
Right!
What the fuck?
Yeah, complete
No, he
bullshit.
killed someone. Just say it.
Plus,
He
you know,
killed them.
you would think it's at a certain point Batman would get a clue. Like, if you're born in Gotham City and your first name is probably a villain. Probably.
Like, give me a fucking break. Just grow some balls.
Oh!
Patient interview 21. Patient's name is Edward Nigma, also known as the Riddler.
Oh, sweet.
So, Edward,
The artist here is different in this game.
Yeah, they are. I can't recognize them.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless riddles, Dr. Young. May I test you with one?
Very well.
What is it that walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, and finally 3 legs?
A human being. As a baby, it crawls on 4 legs. As an adult, it walks on 2. And in later years, it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all 3 is a baby. True, it crawls on all 4s, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on 2 limbs. Give it a crutch, hobble around on 3. You see?
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor. It's not my baby.
Okay. Okay, I clearly have to use...
High Reclusiarch Grimaldus says, and this is why I hate Batman.
Little bit.
David NS84 says,
That and he's just overexposed. He's
Yeah.
just everywhere. I mean, I get it. Like, Superman's a geek. I totally get it. Like, okay, one thing I never got. Superman can literally stand there and take fucking bullets to the chest. But if you throw a revolver at him, he ducks. Watch any of the movies! Watch any of the movies! You throw a pistol at him, he immediately ducks.
how weird.
It's like, what the fuck?
Where was I? David NS84 says,
shit.
bit of an obscure question, and no big deal if you
Okay,
don't have
well.
an opinion. But
Guess I
what
just have to go somewhere else.
But what do you think of... Wait, I can't pronounce his name. Shanahan as acting Secretary of Defense?
I haven't looked into...
Reportedly, Mattis lost confidence with him. I
don't
haven't
know.
heard of this person.
Okay, there's more than one room, I see.
So you don't know much about it?
I do not. I know nothing.
All right, moving on. But thank you for your donation. Xander Dawson says, Hey Razor, started to listen to more metal after watching Mythos. Bathory is in my heavy rotation now.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thoughts on Ghost?
I like Ghost. I like Ghost a lot.
They were intro to metal. They were my intro to metal.
They're a great band. I like them. Kind of Sabbathy, kind of Blue Oyster Cultish. It's metal. It's just more in that hard rock vein. And I like the theatricality of it. It's just good stuff.
Bring me a body bag.
Vibrant
Lest
man.
anyone doubt the metal credibility of the band, I believe Tobias Forge, the guy who basically runs the whole fucking band, he was in a death metal band before. He was in, what the fuck was it? Was it not Entombed, but, fuck. One of them Swedish throwaway death metal bands. Why am I blanking on the fucking name of the band? Oh, well. It doesn't matter. It's death metal.
Let me introduce you all to the sterling work of our new head of research, Dr.
And he was also in Crash Diet, too.
Since joining our team,
Vibrant Man for the Win says,
Arkham is now in the
Thoughts on
forefront of
Akira?
research into understanding.
I like Akira. I've always liked Akira. The only thing I take exception with is when anime fans, for some reason, can't seem to acknowledge, like, it's totally Japan's Blade Runner. Like, it was just them being like, hey, Blade Runner was cool, let's do that.
Oh, God, you know what's literally Blade
I mean,
Runner?
it was like the same year Blade Runner came out, in fact. I believe it was first serialized in a Japanese magazine.
But
like a month later.
Literal Japanese anime Blade Runner is the AD police.
There's a lot of anime that owes a lot to Blade Runner.
And,
honestly.
well, I mean, literally, they're fucking robot people
Oh,
that people hunt. But that and
in video games, of course, fucking Snatcher.
And
oh, hi there!
Bubblegum Crisis.
Bubblegum Crisis, big time.
They're not called replicants. They're called boomers. I think they're called. No, literally, they're called.
So they ruined the world.
Yes.
What the hell did I just hit him with? My shoulder?
Shrewd Privateer has a question. He wants to know your thoughts on Herman Cain joining Trump administration.
Is he?
Apparently.
What's he joining?
I don't know.
I think that's awesome. I love Herman Cain. I'm a big fan. If he's not joining, he should.
Stop your whining and listen good. If anyone moves near you without Joker's express permission, then I've been ordered to make sure you are taken out ASAP.
Best Way Killer says,
here we go.
I threw a rock at him.
Bosses all over this job. Planned like a military operation.
Yep! A non-lethal explosion with non-lethal concrete.
And the hostages are dead.
Whoops. Oh, I didn't realize they had hostages. It's hard answering the questions and paying attention to things at the same time. So I just don't do it. Okay, I see.
Stealth
well,
Creations.
let's go ahead and do this, and I can just set it up.
Stealth Creation says, so with the women that shout their abortions online on the streets, do you believe these cringe preachers will assure Trump's nominees in the Ninth Court?
I am quite aware that this job...
I definitely think Hispanics, if you look at the statistics in the midterms especially, where there were some very close races that Democrats barely won, especially on the representative level. In a lot of those races, Hispanics tipped the balance. And you are not winning Hispanics over pushing abortion. That's not happening. They like having kids, and they also like going to Catholic Mass. And the Catholic Church is not big on abortion. So the harder they push that, the more electoral consequences there will be. You won't see Hispanics necessarily jump over to the Republican side over that, but you will probably see them just stay home and not vote for a Democrat. Totally. If a Democrat is pushing an abortion agenda, you're probably going to have some pretty serious electoral consequences on the Hispanic front, and that could cost them some seats. Big time.
What I want to know is why you chose me.
There we are. Good thing none of that gigantic rubble hit the hostage. Even though she's standing in a pile of it.
What's going on? They were talking like they were in control. Is it true the Joker escaped?
Unfortunately, yes. But not for long.
I'd been saying the Joker's case for months when the warden was very specific.
I wish you would just add that.
Bad publicity will affect his campaign for mayor.
Nice Klingon forehead there, Batman.
I almost forgot. They said they
Kapla!
were hunting down the other doctors.
Don't worry, Doctor. I rescued you first, and now I'll search the other rooms. You wait here. It's
Okay. Where's the... Oh, I see.
Dangerous out there. There are still more medical staff that need my help.
Rocket Insano says, nearly every popular work today is a bend of Pulp Fiction.
And whether potentially damaging changes to the brain are related to the length of
Star Wars, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, Batman. Soon we will reach peak parody.
What about sorry, what?
Nearly every popular work today is a bend of Pulp Fiction.
It's true, which is one of the reasons the death of pulps is a problem. We need to get back to that. And the good news, of course, is yes. The good news is that pulps are amenable to modern sensibilities, and by that I mean we all have fucking phones in our pockets. Like, we don't have a whole lot of time. We have shorter attention spans. Shorter stories that get right to the point and are totally plot-driven would sell now better, probably, than they would have back in the day when people had much longer attention spans. I don't know. I think pulps could work today.
Full-scale adoption of the Titan process. We must all thank our benefactors.
And there are publishers that are starting to publish them again. The key, I think, is finding a way to market them in a way where it doesn't come across as full pastiche.
High quality of care coupled with Arkham Asylum's
Here we go.
convenient location have ensured
Russell
we are
Nash
voted
says,
the #1
what did the
facility
Mexican
in the
say
entire
when the
state.
two houses collapsed on him? Get off me, Holmes.
Batman!
Don't speak. You're safe now.
But it's a trap.
I know. Just not for me.
What do you call a Mexican with a vasectomy?
What?
A dry Martinez.
Ah.
It's true.
All right, sorry.
You really are the world's greatest detective. How did you do that, Bats? Oh, what the hell? Get down there, boys.
Oh,
He
yes.
can detect being punched in the face.
Yeah, throw!
Rodin would like to know what your thoughts are on Pat Buchanan.
Not the best time.
Bring me a body bag.
Oh, yeah! Oh, am I going to finish it with a throw? Yes! Okay. Thoughts on Pat Buchanan. I really, probably one of the big red pill moments for me in terms of political philosophy was the book The Death of the West by Patrick Buchanan. Even if you're not right of center, it's a very interesting text, and it was hugely predictive. This book came out in 2002. It predicted a number of demographic details that have since come true. He was called a nut job at the time. He was called a racist and a Nazi. He suggested we should build a wall at the time to preclude this from happening. Sound fucking familiar? And Trump basically adopted his platform a few years ago. So yeah, I'm a fan of Patrick Buchanan. I don't agree with him on everything, but that book in particular, unfucking believable how prescient it has proven to be in the intervening fucking, decade and a half. Pretty nuts. And that was, God, I was in fucking high school or whatever when I read that, and it just blew my fucking mind.
Don't get too full of yourself, Bats. I'm just softening you up. Think of this as a preview to the main event. You'll see.
I'm sorry. I tried to tell you. I couldn't speak.
Relax, you're safe.
It's okay, dude, I understand.
People are complaining about lag, but I'm not getting anything. Try refreshing the stream, guys. Just refresh your page. And
yeah, we're actually not getting any frame drops.
Yeah, so.
It's your fault, and I'm going to blame you all. I keyed. All right. Sweet. Never the art design on him. There's something weird about the way he's built in this game. Something very strange. Like he's got a big Cardassian neck.
Will all patients
patients please remain calm and move slowly to their accommodation.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm not sure I can keep it a secret any longer. I've got 2 old friends coming to the party.
Uh-oh.
One of them is just terrified you'll leave without saying hello.
Who's
The
the
other,
blood?
well, let's
That
just say
means son of a bitch's cash.
What's
wrong with you? Don't you know nothing? Cash had a disagreement with Killer Croc a while back. Croc got free and chowed down on Cash's hand. Yeah, so if you see a giant monster running at you, just shoot it, or you'll be next on the menu.
Super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story.
When the criminals have more common sense than Batman. Oh, shit.
We represent
You can't. While you're in corner cover? No?
wide range of medical,
Oh, I see.
diagnostic, and
There we are. In the head!
Bring me a body bag.
Good timing! Oh, yeah! Dick punch! Oh, that was a direct dick punch. I mean, he punched his cock clean off. That was rough. Some mashed taters action.
Boss, it's done. The room is full of gas and Captain Hook is stuck in it. Thing is, Razor didn't get out in time. He's here! Go, Batman!
In the side of the fucking skull.
Alright, just checking the stream.
Yeah, we don't have any frame drops when I checked.
Where did I leave off?
These doors locked down. We can't get out. Don't know how long we can last.
How brave. Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He could use one. Lighten up, Holmes. That's what we did.
Joker's through the room with gas and we're trapped in here. I can sit in here all night, but the doc over there ain't looking too good.
Oh,
Mercenary X21 says, "This is my only fiver I have left. I have a personal connection with Arkham Asylum. The martial arts in the game came from my school."
What?
Question mark?
I don't even know what that means.
They mo-capped some of the masters. HQ has a photo of a 10th degree master in the suit.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I need to...
Zultimate trains Shaolin Kempo. Also, you had like people from your school doing the mocap for this game. That's pretty cool.
There we go.
Batman, I don't know if you can hear this. Board's showing power to fan 1.
My life is a complex pastiche. Donates 20. Thank you. What do you call Superman when he tries to be sneaky?
I don't know.
A Tiptonian.
Oh, come on!
That's
Did you make
awful.
that one up yourself?
That's awful.
I'd like to believe you got it from somewhere, just because it ruins my image of you, personally. Let's see here.
We have to clear the room of toxin as quickly as possible.
Austin Ferris says,
there we go.
A Jew decided to use a tan
Whoa.
bed. He turned to... Oh my god, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Whoa! Fucking thing has the maneuverability of a bathtub. Alright, let's,
Oh, you're trying to fly the batarang?
Yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to.
I forget how you slow it down. I think it's L2.
Yeah, I thought it
or
was left trigger. I
Yeah.
used it, but it didn't work. Whatever. I'll just use a normal one. Also, Batman throws like a girl. Alright, there's got to be one more. I'm not seeing it. Well, there it is.
All 3 fans agree. We got full power. Room should be
So reverse Batman then.
Masahiro the Master Hero says, "Are you familiar with Matt Wagner's Grendel? And if so,
Yes.
what are your thoughts?"
Yes.
Taped interview 39. Patient's name is Edward Nigma.
Just a moment.
At this point in time, I've yet to decide if Mr. Nigma is a suitable candidate for the Titan process. I'd like to talk about your childhood.
Let me tell you about my mother.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination with riddles began. I believe discussing those years...
Yeah, guys, if you're having trouble with lag, just refresh. I'm literally not getting anything on this
I
end.
really think it's YouTube, guys. We didn't get any frame drops, and I just checked again, and it's still not lagging on our end. We don't even have 5% dropped frames, so we're good. In fact, let me check the last time we had any. Over an hour ago was the last time we had any drop frames. I think we're good. So, let's see here.
Father hated me. Always called me a moron. I was determined to prove him wrong, so I entered a contest in school. A $20 prize to the kid who could figure out an almost impossible logic problem.
What the fuck do you want me to do about it, Eve? There's nothing I can do.
What?
Well, she's complaining about the lag, too.
You must have cheated. Admit it, you moron. You cheated. I swore I didn't. And you hit me for lying.
I'm sorry to hear that, Edward.
Don't be. He was right.
Alrighty. Oh, there
I
we
shouldn't have left intensive treatment. I would have made sure that freak stayed where he belonged. I don't know. We lock him up.
That's some bullshit.
And more people die.
Did you already comment on Grendel?
Oh yeah, Grendel is pretty good. I liked. There's actually a really good crossover between the Shadow and Grendel, written and illustrated by Matt Wagner. And Matt Wagner's probably one of the few people at Dynamite who can actually write a halfway decent fucking Shadow story. I do say halfway decent, though. There are some things about his run that I'm not crazy about. I don't like... He like a lot of people who write period stories, they just feel the need to revise history and stuff like that. Matt Wagner is no exception. Unfortunately... the lag's real. Bro, I do not see any lag whatsoever on our end, so it's probably YouTube. The only way we could fix it is to switch servers, and we'd have to end the stream to do that.
Yeah.
Like, the only way.
And I'm streaming it, like, on the phone. Only periodically, just to check it.
Yeah, and it's not lagging on your
Yeah,
end?
it's not. We're a bit behind, but it's not.
I think it is the YouTubes. Maybe it's the game a little. Let me restart the game. I'll exit out and restart the game. How about that? And we'll start from where we left off. And then all of you can travel to a distant Native American village called Quichabitchin.
Daisy Ridley's acting talent says, thoughts on Anthony Fantano?
I haven't really seen much of his stuff, honestly. Generic music reviewer. I know a lot of people are fucking up in arms because he's making political videos now. I don't know why the fuck he would. I mean, I started making political videos because I started my career in political radio. Like, that's... all this shit, like video games and fucking movie reviews and shit, I am infinitely less qualified to talk about those things than I am about politics. I was actually educated to a high level in political science. But, I don't understand other people, you know. I don't understand fucking Movie Knob talking about politics in his videos, because to the best of my knowledge, he does not have a political science degree. Let's see here.
Excitable Boy says, opinion on Warren Zevon.
Okay, now let's start it up again. See if it's any better.
I don't know who Warren Zevon is.
Warren Zevon? I've never even heard of him.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Walrus Aurelius, welcome back, sir, says, Ruth Bader Ginsburg house was actually visited by Jim Henson Company rep. The guy who made the Skeksis from Dark Crystal got called in to help make Ruth presentable. Dear me.
Oh, man. I don't know what the hell's going on there. I do know it's ridiculous that we even have to ask this question. Like,
yeah, just
what's
going on?
They should probably just give us updates. You know, this is a person who is one of the highest-ranking officials in the 3 branches of government. Kind of important to know if they're alive. If we hadn't heard from Trump in a few days, I guarantee the Democrats would be asking for proof of life. And he's only the head of one branch of government, just like Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Good night, Abaddon.
Okay, how are we looking?
Oh, let's find out.
Downloadable content. What's all this? Oh, challenge levels.
Wow. On this end, on the stream, we're
Yeah.
like minutes in the past. It's weird. Like, here, we haven't even restarted the game yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's always there's always going to be a delay, but that sounds pretty extreme. Are you sure you just haven't?
No, I mean, I'm hitting live, and I've even backed out.
Backed out of the program?
Oh, the program. Well, I can try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's back out of the program.
Because it may just need to refresh on your end. You may just have to stop sucking. I mean, it's an option.
Possibility exists.
It's entirely possible.
Fucking phones. Just like magnets. I don't understand them.
Come on, then. Come on, then.
Okay.
Okay. We're up to date-ish. All right. Let's do this. Okay. I'll even... All right.
Boss, it's done. The room is full of gas and Captain Hook is stuck in there.
Captain Hook?
Razor didn't get out. He's here!
Just asked
Go, Batman!
I don't know. Like, the only thing we can do is end.
Cash, what happened?
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, just keep going. We're still broadcasting.
Yeah,
It's just,
I mean, how long?
minutes behind.
Well, how long have we been going? Yeah, 2.5 hours. I mean, we could end it here if you want.
It's up to you, man.
Yeah, we could just get through the rest of the questions and do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It appears to just be a YouTube problem, personally.
Yeah.
So.
Guys, we're not seeing the lag, but we are like behind, like minutes behind. So by the time you hear this, I'm not going to be able to respond to the chat. It'll be way behind. But
No
as
idea.
far as like juddering or stuttering, we're not getting that. But what do you want to do? Do you want to call it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
We'll just get through the rest of the I mean, we've been going for 2.5 hours. It's not like it's a full stream.
Yeah.
But
sorry to cut it short, guys, but we will finish your questions here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Anthony Fantano.
And now the true
7.
challenge. Reading.
Yes.
Tarangel's arch nemesis. The English language.
Dylan Killen says, Razor and Harley T. Oh my god. If you are given ultimate power to each make a single change to anything in the world, what would you change?
A single change to anything in the world.
No more communism. That's a little too easy.
Yeah, it does. It does actually say video output low, and yet we're not getting any. Yeah, this is on YouTube's end, gang. On our streaming software, there is no lag whatsoever, but I look on the YouTube end, and it says video output low, so it's totally YouTube. I wonder if something came out. I mean, Ace Combat obviously did, but
no, that wouldn't be Ace Combat. Maybe. Shit, I'm trying to
I don't know.
think.
Something must have come out. I have no idea. Maybe Jolyn Turner. Let's continue. Now that we have yellow live stream health.
But the one thing in the world that you would change?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Having to get my fucking car emissions tested. Fucking irritating. Every 2 goddamn years, I have to pay the government to continue to exist.
Mr. DJ Fly High, thoughts on Elizabeth Warren apologizing to Cherokee Nation for the DNA test? Also, do you think she will drop out early?
Out of what? The presidential race?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she'll just organize a great big march. Of course, the problem is once they start chanting, it'll just rain. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't see Elizabeth Warren as being that much of a fucking threat, personally, politically, for Trump.
Right.
I don't see her being a big deal at all. It's funny, like some people were predicting she would just dominate, but she's such a punchline. It's like Joe Biden, like total paper tiger.
Oh, and as far as the lag goes, guys, keep in mind we're not seeing any problems. So the VOD,
there are zero problems on her end. It is
so the VOD should be
100%.
fine.
It's 100% YouTube.
So if you want to go back and watch the stream, you should be all right.
Yeah. We'll see what happens after this processes and whatever the fuck. But
Tarangel's disease-ridden klutz says, Claire Redfield looks like Sarah Ryder.
You're not wrong.
I mean, kind of like
God,
with
they
the
fucked her
wide
up.
jaw.
They fucked up the art design. It has to be said. I know people are creaming their jeans over Resident Evil 2, and it's a good game. Leon looks retarded. Fucking Claire looks even worse. Mr. X looks like Q from fucking Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, people have been making that.
And shouldn't be in the goddamn main version of the game either. He should be in the B version. Like, he should be in the New Game Plus.
Yeah, he should.
Because the whole goddamn game has become about Mr. X. Every fucking meme is about Mr. fucking X. And that's not how Resident Evil 2 was. That's not when people were playing Resident Evil 2 originally, they only discovered Mr. X the second time around. He should not be in the main goddamn game.
The purest form of cancer says, Jesus Christ, how is Gotham not filled with beefcake cripples and wheelchairs at this point? Batman goes hard.
He does.
Almighty Malachi.
Well, with all those non-lethal explosions and non-lethal missiles.
Oh,
I mean,
God, just fucking... Almighty Malachi says, Sup, Razor and T-Boogie, I would like to know Razor's opinion of the Montreal screw job and whether he believes it was a work or a shoot.
No, it's not a work, no. But I think after it happened, a lot of people got okay with it and jumped on and kind of made it a little bit of a work because there were cameras rolling. So I think in that sense it was a work, but only after. I think the aftermath was a work.
Masahiro the Master Hero says, thoughts on the Raid Redemption and the Raid 2, and when will you give us a Hard Times Razor Fist cinema? It is my favorite Charles Bronson movie.
Hard Times. It's a good movie.
It is.
It's a very, very good movie. I don't know if I would do a Rageaholic cinema on it, but the Raid and Raid 2, I'm not a big fan, personally. I was never a big Raid guy. Probably one of the reasons I didn't care for the new Judge Dredd.
Yeah. It really is just a ripoff. Terrangel's disease-ridden Clut donates again and says, what's grosser than gross? 2 vampires fighting over a bloody tampon.
So that wrestler chick, right?
Ugh.
You didn't hear about that?
No, and I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Megatron 95.
Vagina. Icky.
Megatron 95 says, if you were...
You heard it here first from Terrangel.
If you were offered to make a Nightwing video game, would you do it?
Yeah, totally. I don't think they would ever greenlight one because they're too busy writing Batman's Bat Dick, but...
you would have complete creative control over this video game.
And it would not exist.
Damasta says, it goes without saying you dislike new metal, yet I once heard you like Beastie Boys. Might I ask why?
Sorry, I dislike what?
But you dislike new metal, yet I heard once that you like Beastie Boys. Might I ask why?
The Beastie Boys are fucking rap. What does that have to do with new metal?
I don't know.
I mean, they have a couple rock songs, but other than that, what the fuck? They're a rap group. Why would that preclude me liking the Beastie Boys?
Is there some discrepancy there, or what gives?
They're two different things. Hey, Razor, I hear you like scotch. What's the deal with hating Monster Energy drinks, asshole? Like, what the fuck? Those are two different fucking things.
Mackenzie Lambert says, really?
I hear you hate Yetis.
Really?
What's the deal with hating Klingons? Anyway, continue.
Really enjoyed your recent Noirchives, especially as a fan of Robert Mitchum. Your thoughts on Friends of Eddie Coyle?
I don't know what the hell that is.
Also, would you consider Casablanca a noir or a miscategorization?
No, Casablanca is not a noir. It has a lot of the same things as noir, but no, Casablanca is absolutely not a film noir. Just because Bogey's in it doesn't mean it's noir. It does have some mood lighting and so forth, but that was just the style of the period. Yeah, I think the big thing that stops it from being film noir is the photography. While it is dark and evocative, it's not expressionistic. It doesn't, like, one of the big identifying factors of film noir is the camera is depicting the inner turmoil of the characters. That's why when Alan Ladd is sitting on his bed at the beginning of This Gun for Hire, and he's taking the gun out of his bag there, you know, it's shot from low angles so that, like, he's fixated on the gun. You know what I mean? Like, the camera is warping reality to suit what's going on in the characters' heads. That's a defining characteristic of noir. That never really happens in Casablanca.
Damascus says, should we stop talking about Kami Cortez or criticize her into the ground?
When she says something stupid, point it out. Stop these fucking Cortez bombing raids, because you're making the woman relevant when she shouldn't be. She is the congresswoman of a tiny fucking district that is extremely marginal, and the more you spotlight her, the more momentum she's going to have, because people were looking for an alternative. That's why Trump got elected. If you make the argument about her, she's going to become the alternative. Her arguments are going to become the alternative, and you can fucking quote me on it. Stop making her relevant.
All the free press helped Trump get elected, or is the problem her fans?
I'm sorry, did the free... What?
All the free press helped Trump to get elected, or is the problem her fans? That's what it says.
None of that is English.
Yeah.
That is not...
Dario says, Ghostbusters 2020, never send a woman to do a man's job. Gorma64 says, what is the difference between Obama and Jesus?
Oh.
Jesus can put a cabinet together. That's pretty fucking good. I like that.
Why does a woman close her eyes during sex? Because no woman wants to see a man enjoying himself.
Ah. I Love Israel.
Had to follow up the misogynistic humor there.
I Love Israel says, have you been to Israel?
No, in triple parentheses.
Nobody.
What's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives women wild? Money. Continue.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee says, evening gents, got any tips for growing your hair out? Last time I tried to go for Corthon circa 1980, ended up looking like Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Don't cut it. Congratulations, you've cracked the code. Like, what the fuck? Now, if you want, like, go down to... It'll probably look a little better if you go down to, at least go down to Supercuts. Spring for the $20 special and get your hair layered. That might look a little better, but...
Incoming Pixels says, I watched your Mythos on Motorhead recently. I wonder, what are your thoughts on the song Die, You Bastard from the Another Perfect Day album?
Good. I like that album, period. I just plain like that album. It's more bluesy. It's got some prog rock elements in it. It's really interesting. It's got a lot of light and shade. I think Brian Robertson was a good guitarist. Just, unfortunately, the fans at the time were hung up on the image because you were right balls deep in the MTV generation. I think that's part of the reason Robbo went away, is because, like, MTV was coming into its own right when Another Perfect Day happened. So here's Motorhead. You got this dude with a handlebar mustache and a bullet belt and big old fucking Cocoa Puff moles on the side of his head. And then you got Filthy Animal with his big fucking metal hair and his mustache, and he's fucking speeding away, chewing the shit out of his gum. And then you got fucking Brian Robertson in skinny jeans with a fucking headband and a Richard Simmons haircut, fucking dyed red. He's fruitily noodling away at his fucking guitar. It's like, okay, one of these things is not like the other one. And so he just wasn't accepted.
Carl Forgy says, Howard the Duck, Darkwing Duck crossover to replace Batman for a few years? For a few years, damn. Frank Sauer says...
Just more Darkwing Duck, please.
Yes. Frank Sauer says, there certainly is a lot of firearms in this gun-free zone.
There really are!
Do the mentally unstable not read sings?
Signs.
Signs. I'm assuming that's what he meant. Autocorrect. People watching this on their phones. How dare you? Somebody says, did you hear about the AZ Central article about the black guy seeing blackface in a coal miner's photo?
Stupid fucking man.
Idiots. Fucking idiots.
And it's
man.
not Arizona Central, it's Arizona Republic. It's the fucking Gannett newspaper owned by the same company that owns NBC, by the fucking by. And they've been printing propaganda for the last several years. The only thing that really, like, should be pointed out is every time some bullshit, some leftist propagandist horseshit comes out of the Arizona Republic, you need to point out, hey, guys, you pretended to be conservative for fucking years. And I pointed this out for a long time. The Arizona Republic, when they endorsed Hillary for president, they made this huge deal out of, we have been consistently conservative. We have endorsed every Republican candidate since 1992 or whatever the fuck it was. And it was like, yeah, but they were all rhino hacks, dude. Of course, the moment you get an actual conservative running for fucking office, suddenly you've got a goddamn issue. This is a fucking commie rag and always goddamn was. They were undercover commies. Now they're not so undercover anymore.
Should be thankful he didn't rip it off the wall, throw it across the room, take a white woman hostage, scale the nearest tower, and swat at planes. I wonder what he's talking about.
Somebody
there.
make a Donkey Kong noise.
Pope.
Do, 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 do.
You did that way too well.
Anyway.
Pope Bronson the Vengeful says, celebrating 1 year of sobriety from alcoholism and the continuation of my non-stop, full-blown case of sheer rageaholism. Thanks for being along for the ride, gents.
I'm
Cheers.
addicted to rageahol.
Rybrant Man for the win says, who do you think is the Dems' strongest candidate to run against Trump?
So far, Gabbard is the only one remotely sane.
Oh, God, really?
The only one remotely with any kind of a chance.
Jesus, that's sad.
Yes, it is.
Malroadkill says, please don't sell Terran to folks up north to be hollowed out like a tauntaun. He is a noble creature that should roam the snack aisle freely. Rock on. Thank you, man. That's beautiful. Nerdbane says, hey, Razor. Can't wait for Season 2 of the DS9 retrospective.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure if you addressed it before, but whatever happened to the 8-Bit podcast? Godspeed.
It just ended. Alpha kind of left YouTube. And Yell Chaos kind of left YouTube, too. And it just was what it was.
Has he not posted in a while? I haven't checked.
Alpha?
Yeah.
Like a year.
Oh, wow. I didn't...
And some change.
That's how much I know. Overkill says, is Thomas Wayne Batman a more blatant ripoff of the Shadow than regular Batman? Just with dueling 45s, but without being interesting?
I was going to say, they're both a fucking ripoff. I mean, he was Bruce Wayne to begin with, gang. So yeah, they're both fucking ripoffs.
Somebody says.
In fact, they literally just gave the Shadow's dialogue and Bruce Wayne's dialogue to Lamont Cranston.
Somebody says, bought Ditko's The Avenging World online, and it's in the usual tight seal packaging. Is there any value to the whole comic collection shtick? Or
No.
should I just read the damn thing?
Just read the damn things. Comics are for reading.
Yeah.
Nothing you buy now is ever going to be collectible. It's just, there's too many of these fucking things printed. I mean, the only reason comics were ever collectible is because during World War II, people had to hand their magazines in for the war effort to be ground up into pulp so that they could use them for the war effort. So a lot of those 1930s, like Superman's, the first appearance of Batman, stuff like that, was super rare because it's all from before World War II in America, when people were literally clearing out their attics and shit and looking for comic books to give to the government to be ground up in a fucking pulp. So without rarity, this is why, like, fucking Spawn #1, a sap is born every minute when they spend fucking $30 on a Spawn #1. It's like, dude, they made like 5 million of these things. Spawn #1 isn't worth 50 cents. Stop it.
Rocket Insano says, do you think these crazy abortion laws are trying to provoke a Roe v. Wade challenge? And why?
Yeah, bad timing, man. If Ruth Bader Ginsburg goes down for the count, ooh, Roe v. Wade might actually... I don't know if it would be overturned, though, because some of the so-called conservatives on the court have expressed support for it. Fucking why, I don't know. It's objectively illegal. I mean, I think William Rehnquist was... Go read his rebuttal to Roe v. Wade. He was on the court that legalized Roe v. Wade. And he was 100% right. He was the only motherfucker in that entire decision who knew what the hell he was talking about with regard to the Constitution.
New York governor already started warning of Kavanaugh repealing it.
Yep.
Gas-powered stick says, I'm going back to school in the fall, and the email signature of the representative with whom I have been speaking had she, her pronouns next to her name. Should I just continue to be an uneducated dope? having a culinary degree, but the pay is shit.
Ooh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Well, I mean, culinary degrees are actually useful, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, of all the degrees, like, at least it's not like a gender studies degree or a fucking, like, especially, like, journalism degrees at this point are basically a wall hanging. Like,
Ben says,
all right, there we go.
Speaking of MJ, currently hounding Steven Crowder on that monologue from his show 2 weeks ago.
I'd be willing to debate him. He knows I would be respectful on it, too.
Trashing MJ.
Like, I
Love
wouldn't
the
just...
Noir video, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I would be 100% willing to debate him on the subject, and he knows, like, I wouldn't be a fucking cock about it.
Mysterious Senor Hilter says, favorite Batman villain that isn't regular member of his rogues gallery, i.e. Joker, Two-Face, Riddler, all that.
Either...
I'm talking KG Beast, Firefly, etc. Yeah, Firefly is overrated.
Either Black Mask or I really like Scarface.
Yeah, Scarface.
Scarface doesn't get used enough. Paul Dini kind of fucked up Scarface a few years back, though, by making him like a chick with a melty face.
Yeah, they killed off Albert Wesker, which that blew me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they replaced him with a chick.
Yeah.
They call her Dollface or something.
It stopped lagging. Oh my! I think I know what it was.
What?
I changed the bit rate because we were lagging, so I dropped the bit rate down because I figured it would help the lag. Apparently, it made the lag worse. I think that's what happened.
Oh.
I just changed it back because we're just sitting on a stationary screen. Maybe we'll see if the lag leaves off as we go. Maybe we'll play a little bit more of the game.
Mr. DJ Fly.
In fact, let's just test it out real quick.
Okay.
Just to see. For science!
Let's see where I am in the stream.
Settings.
You just started talking about Spawn number 1.
Right. There we go. Oh, look at that. NVIDIA Stereoscopic 3D. Hey, gang. You remember when 3D was going to be a thing? You remember? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh, let's get back. Here we go. Okay, let's see if the game shits the bed. But you can keep asking questions. This is just a test. I'm just fucking around.
This is a test. This is a test. Sorry. I'm restarting.
This is a dead Canadian wrestler.
Oh. At least somebody got it. Let's see. I'm just restarting the app here. Yeah, you just started talking about Michael Jackson again. Okay, questions. Mr. DJ Fly High says, thoughts on Ian Miles Chong Warski beef, and also thoughts...
You notice there's always a beef?
It's
gang?
It's bullshit.
Gang?
I mean...
Gang? Gang. If you go outside one day and you run into an asshole, you ran into an asshole. If you run outside one day and you run into 20 assholes, you're the asshole. That's all I'll say. If the only common denominator is someone just keeps running into drama again and again and again, do you not eventually have to ask, hey, what fucking major personality aberration is going on here? What fucking deviated chromosome situation is going on here? It must be said.
And thoughts on the Democrats' latest abortion bill. Did you already talk about that?
I mean, it's just like... if they're going to propose a bill, I'm fine with it. I don't personally agree. Also, I'm laughing. Check that out. February's misspelled.
Oh my god.
February.
February. Holy shit.
I just noticed that. Fucking Square Enix proofreading department. But personally, I don't agree with abortion, but I can at least get behind them trying to actually pass a law instead of using the court to, upend the will of the actual voters. If you want abortion to be legal, fucking propose a law. I'm fine with that. I don't agree with it. I'll vote against it, but, at least you're actually using the mechanisms we have in place that are for their intended purpose.
James Bursey says, so I gave you guys 100 shekels 2 weeks ago for Divinity Original Sin. Picked it up yet? Just making sure that you didn't use it for Low T's new GIMP suit.
Got it, just haven't installed it yet.
I got some bad news for you, man.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Sorry, I'm just going to sit here on February.
Camino Uni says, no, you're probably not into Kingdom Hearts, but for Kingdom
Definitely not.
But for Kingdom Hearts 3, they got Rutger Hauer to replace Leonard Nimoy as the voice of the main antagonist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a shame. God, that fucking game's so old, people have died.
Yep.
13th King says, what's with a negative score on Underworld Ascendant?
It came out and was busted. The last, from what I understand, it was busted. I got pretty far into the game and didn't encounter anything beyond mere jank, but admittedly, I didn't get that far. I did play a little bit more of the game since the 2 big patches have come out, and even the jank that I encountered, the arrows being weird on occasion, the chains that would flop around like Peter North's dick, the weird jankiness is all gone. So, I don't know. If you were going to play it, I would suggest playing it now, because apparently that shit's been fixed. They also changed the save system, from what I understand. But, look, there was a dog pile around that fucking game, and I called it out for what it was at the time, and I stand the fuck by it. There was a fucking dog pile. I don't know why. Maybe it was just a slow news week, and the Jim Sterlings of the world needed something to fucking bitch about. I have no fucking idea, but I thought it was totally incommensurate with the quality of the game. Because even if you're talking about how busted it was, even if every complaint had been valid, look at what the game was trying to do. Has any game used physics the way that fucking game has? Is it... you could do shit in that game that has literally never been done before in video games. I kind of expected some jank. I don't know. It just seemed like that once the dog pile got rolling, everyone just got on board with shitting on it for some reason.
I don't know what you did, but you fixed it.
Yeah, that's what I said. The fucking bit rate. So the game looks fine?
Okay, you just said slow news week, so we're only a few seconds behind.
Okay, good.
So that's good.
I think that's what it was.
A couple of people are still getting a little lag, but we'll see. We'll play a little bit.
Oh, no, just ask questions, and we'll try playing and
we'll
see if it works.
Yeah, we'll just try finishing up. Damaster says, Razor, next time you're on Crowder's show, could you educate him on Michael Jackson's innocence?
Someone asked me about that earlier.
But his Jackson was a pedo pissing contest that he mistakenly calls comedy is getting old.
I think it's because he's a fan of Norm Macdonald. And I like Norm Macdonald, but Norm Macdonald was so full of shit on Michael Jackson, it physically hurts. He had his running Michael Jackson is a homosexual pedophile joke that he would use over and over and over. And I love Norm Macdonald, but even I got tired of it, and it wasn't funny anymore, even back when I wasn't someone who believed Michael Jackson was innocent. I still thought it wasn't that funny. And I think Crowder's just kind of in that mode, personally. He's a big Norm fan, I know, so, that might be it. But like I said, I would be willing to debate him on the subject. And, I wouldn't be a shit stirrer.
Yeah, I don't know that you would just bring it up. That Indian dude says, This new generation of people of color, female leaders, are anti-Semitic racists. Who saw that coming?
Go figs.
Let's give Mr. Cash a great big hand. He could use one.
You'll be laughing out of your butt when I get out of here.
Frank Sauer says, speak.
Did he just say laughing out of your butt? He did.
I don't know. Frank
Oh,
Sauer
jeez,
says,
I gotta do this again? All right.
yeah, I was like, what the hell? That was a while ago. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
what the hell? Apparently the stream isn't the only thing that lagged.
Frank Sauer says, speaking of German paraphernalia, I picked up a German-built U.S. Civil War cavalry saber at a gun show.
Oh, yeah?
I have no clue on its history. I don't even know what side it fought on. It has all the accurate markings and cartouches?
Cartouches.
Cartouches, sorry.
I can't let that man die. I have to clear the room of toxin as quickly as possible.
Oh, wow, I just realized that. He totally just dropped that dude into poison gas.
Ah. Daisy Ridley's acting talent says, loved your Michael Jackson rebuttals. Really have cleared up BS about him. But this is still one thing you haven't touched on. You think MJ liked Sabaton.
Michael Jackson liked many forms of music, including heavy metal. And I think he would have appreciated Sabaton.
Well, Sabaton existed in his lifetime, didn't it?
I don't know if they had really gotten rolling when he was still alive. He died in 2009.
Oh, God, has it been that long?
Yeah, I don't...
God damn, we're coming... No, we're here.
No, it's
been a
this year.
decade.
It's the anniversary of his death this year.
Oh, God, that's sad.
Which is one of the reasons that people are calling foul on this documentary. It's like, oh boy, that's convenient. The fucking documentary that quote-unquote exposes Michael Jackson just so happens to come out on the anniversary of his death. Come on. Come on.
So what's going on? My radio went dead soon after you brought Joker in.
Lucifer says, what's the hardest part about being Batman? Knowing you'll never make your parents proud. Daisy Ridley's acting talent says, have you seen DC Comics streaming service? I'm looking at right now and has a hilariously bad site design.
Oh, really?
I don't doubt it.
Okay, there we go.
Tom says, hey, Razor, I heard T-Buggy
DC streaming service, though.
Yeah.
Streaming what?
I guess
movies?
all their animated movies and shit.
Oh, man, what a mistake. Gang, we need less streaming services. We just need less.
Tom says, hey, Razor, I heard T-Buggy was talking about... Whoa! Talking shit about Sabaton on E-Drama Podcast number 37. When's the steel cage match?
You know, I hear that drives viewership these days.
Is a quiet patient. Welcome to Arkham Asylum.
Drew Johnson says, best Batman graphic novel? Question mark.
My favorite Batman graphic novel, I really like Broken City a lot. I really like Batman Year One, of course. And I like Batman Gothic. I don't know what I would say is the best, but those would be some of my favorites.
Did you find them? Are they okay?
Yes, they're safe now.
Batman, we've got another problem.
I need to get back to the mansion. All my research notes are there. We can't risk Joker getting his hands on them.
It's not safe, Doctor. The island's a war zone. You won't stand a chance.
It's my life's work. You really don't have the authority to...
I'll get her there, Batman. You ask me, it's about time for a little payback.
I don't like it, but... Who called the elevator?
Wasn't us. It's coming from the lower floor.
Cash, take Dr. Young. Get her notes and then find somewhere safe to hold up. Everyone else, go to the observation room. Barricade yourselves in.
Oh, here we go! And it's running fine?
So far? Not getting any complaints about lag.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're caught up. We're
Yeah,
only
it
about
looks
7
like
seconds behind.
it looks like I may have just messed up when I changed the bit rate. I thought that would have helped personally, but apparently not.
Oh, but you already talked about the best Batman graphic novel?
Yeah.
Okay. Ethan Long says, have you read any of the Red Hood or Red Hood and the Outlaws comics? If
No,
so, what
I
are your
haven't.
thoughts?
No.
I haven't read a DC comic in
Yeah,
God.
Same.
Like, I skimmed over that White Knight shit. Mr. Tin Robot says, thoughts on the Injustice games in terms of story and gameplay?
I don't care for the gameplay at all, and I don't... It's Mortal Kombat without the mortal.
Yeah.
You know, and with superhero. Just dumb. Just a dumb idea. I wish they would stop making them. Yes, I like that the Ninja Turtles were in the last one, but that's about as far as it'll go for me.
I will say this. Fucking get them to direct a DC movie. The fucking story is a hell of a lot better than anything that DC can crap out. I mean, my God, it's embarrassing.
He's coming my way. What the fuck was that? He's like, nope.
Just throw a batarang. They make good lures.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
What kind of hospital is this? What the?
What the?
Jason the Unpopular says, this Batman has no honor.
Shit, 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 shit. Shitty shit, shit, shit. Got him.
Jay Center says, riddle me this, Nightwing and Goy Wonder. Who is your favorite president? Oh, we've gotten this question a couple of times. Mine is Teddy, obviously.
I like Teddy Roosevelt as well, but I would say my favorite, I think Taft edges him out. This... All right, let's see if I can glide down. Oh, I can't. Ooh, can I break through, or... I'll try it. I wonder if this guy, if I can blow this up over him and it'll fucking knock him out with my non-lethal explosions.
I'm just gonna call you Mog, because I don't know what the fuck language that is. Mog says, hey Razor, have you heard of the...
Wait a minute. Let me read it. Oh, okay. Mog Soul. I thought it sounded similar to someone I know.
Mog says, hey Razor, have you heard of a band called Wayfarer? And
No.
what are your first impressions?
I haven't heard of them, no.
If not, they're a Western-themed atmospheric black metal band.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, balls. Balls, 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 balls! Let me out. Fucking hell.
They should do a Mortal Kombat thing where it zooms in on the bones breaking.
Right.
Lucifer says, why were there only 2,000 Mexicans at the Battle of the Alamo?
They could only bring one van?
They could only bring 2 trucks.
No, there we are.
It's close enough. I mean, Andreja Jovanovic says, look up the lyrics to Pinwheels by Billy the Fridge and read them as Hank Hill.
I don't know what the fuck. I've never even heard of that.
Sorry, we're kind of in the middle of something.
Welcome to Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you. With
we haven't gotten to your
Wait.
chat yet, just yet.
Arkham
one.
built this fine institution.
Went the wrong
You
way.
believed it could be the premier
Actually, I think we did
psychiatric
one
evaluation
by
and
you.
rehabilitation
Let me take a look real quick.
Hold on. It says TikTok. I'll just go hunt for this obvious clock clue.
Yeah, the actual riddles in the game are pretty lame. They're for normies.
At this rate, you'll never beat me.
So's everything else in this game.
The last super chat by you, Best Way Killer, was I threw a rock at him. Just so you know. I know I've lost
Why is there a freight elevator in a hospital?
Trapped in a little metal box.
For Croc.
Hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say goodnight, bats. Boom! Only kidding. Got a few more surprises in store for you. Prepare to face your fears.
Oh no, Scarecrow part? Scarecrow parts suck.
It was interesting the first time.
Yeah.
There is no crane. They're all over me. Only Scarecrow.
I do like that over the course of the games, he gets exposed to it like every game. And by the third game, he's like built up an immunity.
Yeah, like you would think at a certain point.
Oh, here we go. Jason the Unpopular says, controversial BattleTech opinion. The clans wrecked the game. Change my
That's
mind.
not controversial. Lots of people think that, and I happen to agree.
The pure.
I mean, they're cool. In theory, I like the clans being added because it adds variety, it adds new mechs, all that's kind of cool. But the problem is, the game is intended to be played a certain way with the clans. The idea is there's less clanners, because the clans all went out into space. There was only so many of them, and then a bunch died, right? So they're like using genetic engineering to try and replenish their numbers because there's no women to fuck. So the idea is there's just a lot less members of the clans. So the idea is they have much better mechs to make up for how few of them there are. So the idea is there should be like 1 or 2 clan mechs and like 8 Inner Sphere mechs. The problem is no one wants to play that way. They want the Mad Cat to fight the Atlas. They want the, Kodiak to fight the Mauler. They want it to be one-on-one. They want there to be 4 clan mechs and 4 fucking Inner Sphere mechs. That's not how the game was built. No one plays it correctly is really the problem. It's not so much that the clanners broke the game, it's that people are dumb. and they're not going to play the game as intended.
Help me, Batman! No!
You're a fucking velociraptor?
Batman with a Dutch angle. Fuck. The purest form of cancer says, and now a poem from 30s Germany, probably. Germany looks pretty sad, but we can make it quite rad. The Nazis are growing fad. Destroy that damn treaty, and goyams are bad.
What?
David NS84 says, what do you think of...
I'm sorry, Jim.
Ooh, story.
I don't like the Scarecrow segments.
I'm sorry. I was too late.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed isn't available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Barbara, are you there?
Please hang up your phone.
Where was I? David NS84 says, what do you think of the consequences will be if Howard Schultz jumps into the 2020 race as an independent?
could. I mean, some people are saying it could be like a Ross Perot situation. I don't know about that. I think the media would hold him down because the media is so fucking bought and paid for at this point. The whole reason Ross Perot happened is because he was able to be in on all the debates. But nowadays, that's not allowed to happen. After Ross Perot happened, the media kind of agreed in principle, okay, we're not letting third parties into debates anymore. And so I don't think that could really happen under the present conditions of, media debates, basically. You good? What's up?
Some people are saying it's lagging. Others are saying no.
Okay, we'll just get through these
Yeah.
so we can
I'm
end.
going. Jesus. Liberty Prime says, what? No Troy Baker? 0 out of 10. Literally unplayable.
Unplayable, unlistenable,
Ballistic Bread.
Take your pick.
Says, hey, Razor. With how biased the media seems to be, are there any celebrities outside of music that you respect?
Outside of music? I respect Tommy Lee Jones. I remember several years ago he was asked about the Iraq War right in the middle of the fucking thing when all the celebrities were coming out and doing the Michael Moore Fahrenheit 9/11 horse shit, flashing peace signs at fucking the Oscars and shit, and he was asked about it and he goes, "You know what? Like, if you're asking me for my opinion, you deserve the world you get. Like, I'm a fucking celebrity, dude. I don't think it's my job to opine on politics. So I will always respect Tommy Lee Jones for that shit right there."
There are so few celebrities who will say that. They're more than willing to tell you how to vote.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like, who the fuck are you?
Father, you should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Yay, more mommy and daddy issues.
It never ends.
Mom?
Can you even wait for the new Batman movie so we can hear that fucking origin for the 1000th time?
Ugh.
Can you... is your anus not all aflutter at the prospect?
I time it now. From the point when the movie starts to when the pearls hit the asphalt. Like, fuck me. Come on. Darth Dragon says, hello, Razor and TG. You playing a Batman game? Wow. Ace Combat didn't finish downloading that you had to play this? Well, it's better than nothing.
Nope, they just don't like flight sticks or my money.
Dylan Killen says, last time before I retire the joke. So, no Sabaton?
Oh, is this the cringy boss fight?
Oh, you don't fight him, you gotta sneak.
Yeah, and it's real bad.
Poor little bat, you're in my world now.
I do not like his design.
Yeah, he's stupid looking. He's really stupid looking. I can't decide whose like reimagined design is worse. If it's him, Penguin, or Harley Quinn.
Harley. Because that does more damage. You could always just change the others, but you know they're sticking with Harley.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not just her, like it's like every chick in the game.
Danny numero 6 says, thoughts on the band Artillery?
They're pretty good.
Also, what is the secret or best technique to being a black metal vocalist? Thank you. Didn't you ask this last stream? You said something about relaxing your throat?
Yeah. Hold on. Like, don't... Oh, shit. You done spurging out yet, Scarecrow? Oh, I guess I have to run as soon as he's... I gotcha. There you go. Bat laser.
I forget. In this universe, does he still have a fear of bats?
No idea. But either way, yeah, as far as black metal vocals, I would say, like, relax the back of your throat. Focus on texture first. Texture and, like, the rasp of it to start with, and don't push so hard. If you have to sound like a little fucking... Like you're just kind of roaring, you know what I mean? Like, rah, rah, rah. That's fine to start with, because you're going to gradually add diaphragm to it and make it more powerful. And then gradually it'll turn into a scream. At least that's how it works for me, personally.
Can you hear me? Bruce, what's going on?
Oracle, I'm okay.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Luckneth says, which is the correct cut of Blade Runner?
I mean, I think the canon one is the final cut. I think it's probably all around the best one because they fix a lot of the continuity errors and stuff, mistakes, production problems, stuff like that. They remove the wires from the top of the spinner or stuff like that. Like, that's probably the correct version, but I like the atmosphere of the voiceover, so, you know, my favorite is the international theatrical cut.
All right. Thy Raven Wings says, Mr. X looks like Nick Valentine from Fallout 4 on steroids.
Pretty much.
David NS84 says, found hundreds of episodes of Shadow radio shows on Internet Archive.
Yep.
And digital scans of almost all the original Shadow comics that are floating around on torrent and comic sites.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, Walter B. Gibson actually wrote the original 1940s Shadow comic. So it wasn't like it was some hack. The creator of the Shadow actually wrote those comics, which is pretty crazy. And he adapted a lot of his pulp stories.
You're all right. Have you found my dad?
I'm fine.
It is funny, though, in a rare case of the Shadow ripping off Batman, Robin happened, and Robin was like the first kind of kid sidekick. Walter B. Gibson, you know, recognized, oh, okay, it kind of reaches a youth audience. So he made, and this is hilarious, it wasn't there for very long, but he made the Shadow Jr.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
really?
there's a fucking kid sidekick in only the comic book.
Nah.
Which is hilarious.
Run
Wasn't around very
Slowed
long,
me
but...
down. I'll get back to you in a bit.
When did Captain America get Bucky?
After that.
Oh, okay.
After Robin.
All right. Masahiro the Master Hero says, Batman ripped off the Black Cat. I love the character and Captain Midnight. Check out the latter's radio serials on YouTube.
It affected me more than I thought.
Are you lost, little bat? Having trouble figuring out what's real and what's just a figment of your twisted little mind? Same here. Just roll with it, bat. It gets easier once you get in.
And he concludes, Terran is now Terrorizer. No, I can't take that from Brian. He's already Terrorizer.
What?
Another YouTuber.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Liberty Prime says, review of They Will Not Grow Old Soon? Is that out?
Oh, the World War I thing?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I haven't seen it, so I can't review it.
Nobody messes with Adam Wee says, better game, Remake 1 or Remake 2?
So far, I still think I like the first one more. But, you know, I haven't beaten the second one yet. Just because I don't like that Mr. X is in the default campaign.
Yeah.
I really don't care for it.
They should have left him to the B scenario.
Yeah, like what would have been wrong with that?
Mercenary X21. So, found another 5. Do you know that Obama signed into law an anti-propaganda act?
Whoops.
And that
I guess because he only wanted it to work for him.
And that was 2 years ago, and Trump let it expire last month. Suddenly this month, everybody who's a journalist is losing their job. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Damn, I need the damn bat claw. Really do. Okay, what are we looking for here? Okay, there's a door over there.
Ignatius Caesar says, what do you think of Batman Beyond?
Wait. Can't get through there. Oh. Nope. I thought that was out. I've never been a big Batman Beyond guy. I thought the animation was kind of cheap looking.
Yeah.
And
that's when they switched studios.
Yeah, it was I mean, it's kind of cool they incorporated some elements of Dark Knight Returns. But overall, I just wasn't that big of a Batman Beyond fan.
I liked it at the time, but looking back,
Motherfucker.
Where did I leave off?
I have no idea where to go.
Oh. Demonaz Doom Occulta says...
Hey!
Saxon Metal Mythos? Question mark.
Eventually, yeah, sure.
And Ant Baldwin says, hey, Razor, I'm considering making a noir pulp fiction story myself. Are there any sources I should look into outside the shadow? Thanks in advance.
Yeah, I mean, you should... Whoa! That came out of nowhere.
Oh, God, I hate the knives, guys.
There we go. You should definitely check out Raymond Chandler if you like trashier kind of noirish pulp. Mickey Spillane is fun. He's kind of like Chandler if Chandler had no class. Dashiell Hammett's great. I also like some of the Bulldog Drummond stuff. I mean, all that stuff's cool. Check out, go on the Internet Archive and look up like a detective magazine or something. They have a bunch of pulp scans on the Internet Archive. And you can actually find some really cool little detective stories, just short stories. And it's all good for inspiration. If you find a good one, you never know. You might find kind of the skeleton of some ideas that you want to build off of. And,
Just one last puzzle and you can add more.
It's just a treasure trove. It's a shame a lot of people don't read them.
Some people are saying that the lag is back, but don't worry, guys. We're finishing.
We're
up
ending
now.
the stream anyways, gang.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
power through this shit.
Chris Ulatowski says, what is it called when you kill Kim Kardashian? A thought crime.
I knew it.
Demonized Doom Occulta says, what do you think of the band Tribulation?
I never listened to them.
Okay. Almighty Malachi says, we all know your favorite founding father is James Monroe.
Yep.
But who is your least favorite of the founding fathers?
Probably Jefferson.
Jefferson?
Yeah. That
That makes sense.
prick and a fucking Federalist, and he He basically established yellow journalism in a lot of ways. He used the press to fucking fashion lies about George Washington's cabinet, and goddamn, him and Alexander Hamilton got into such, or no, was it Aaron Burr? I think it was Hamilton. They got into this war of words, and they kept writing like these combative essays to each other about the nature of government and shit. Here's how big a shitbag Thomas Jefferson was. He's having a debate with Hamilton that goes on and on and on and on. And it got to the point where he wanted to be right so badly, he started publishing articles anonymously and then using the anonymous articles as sources for his own arguments. So this motherfucker, like, what the fucking Jefferson, dude.
Police Commissioner,
What a shitbag.
Just through the glass. Take a look. Harley's under strict instructions to kill the old man. Any of my guys even think you're
What is this?
I told them all you're on the way.
Uzi Patrol says, "Greetings, Razor and TG. What do you think of the Batman series Death in the Family? Godspeed." That's where
yeah, that's where Jason Todd dies.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very good at all, actually. You know, it basically was a way to solve an editorial problem. It was, you know, Denny O'Neil didn't have the balls to do it himself, so he asked the fans to vote to kill him. And yeah, I just thought it was kind of lame. I'm not a big fan of stories that are written to solve editorial problems.
Yeah.
And DC does that a lot. Like, they did that with Jason Todd and Death in the Family. They did that with Infinite Crisis is a big example. I fucking hate Infinite Crisis. It was awful. The unreadable story. And it was totally written because they had all these multiple realities. You're welcome, Michael Moorcock. But yeah, anyways, and all these goddamn alternate realities, and they were all existing at once, and it had gotten so convoluted, like nobody but the most hardcore DC fanboy could keep it straight anymore. So they were like, okay, shit, we gotta fix this. And Infinite Crisis, I mean, it fixes those problems, but it sucks. I mean, it's bad. It's not a readable comic.
Batman. Anyone gets near him, and it won't be me carrying the can.
No problem. Nothing's getting past me. Batman will be a dead man, and I'll be famous.
Ready?
Get over there and keep looking. Now go!
David NS84 says, "Been listening to Styx's political analysis recently. I like his nuts and bolts breakdowns, but roll my eyes with his opinions on religion. I mean, it's not exactly a great surprise, but let's just say I really appreciate Razor not ragging on religion."
Yeah, I'm not an atheist or irreligious or.
Not surprised. He's chicken. Mr. J has won again.
The higher power says, "It was me, Razor. It was me all along."
You all bought it! Hook, line, and sinker! My own immediate family bought it!
Mr. J is so going to beat Bat Brain.
Jason the Unpopular says, "Do you ever still get the itch to play live music? Or is it... Or is that a pursuit you're happy to leave to your younger, dumber crowd? To a younger, dumber crowd?"
I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but I don't have an itch to do it or anything.
Okay.
I was way more interested in writing music than performing it personally when I was doing it. Oh shit. I can't believe that guy doesn't see me. How the fuck? AI.
Yeah. JS McDirty says, "In Claire B, she gets an SAA. It's chambered in ACP, not long Colt, but good effort. Also, X only chases you till you exit the garage."
Yeah, that's true. Once you leave, go to the sewer, he doesn't chase you. But still, it's just dumb.
That's still kind of half the game, though.
It kind of is, because it's a very short game. The original was very short. I mean,
Breen Thought says, will the Depths of DS9 series resume a regular release schedule once you've caught up?
I mean, yeah, I guess. We'll see if we can keep that up. I mean, I'm all for it. We've already, by the way, we've already got the first 3 episodes of season 2 recorded.
And Megatron95 says, hey RazörFist, my copy of Raymond Chandler's The Big Sleep book just arrived today.
Good shit,
in
dude.
the mail.
Good call.
I will be reading it soon. Excellent. Good stuff, man.
Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get up here? I remember vaguely getting stuck on this part the first time, too.
Joe Rogan is 3'3", says, hey, Taryn Bogard.
That makes me laugh every time.
Hey, Taryn Bogard, what's your favorite kaiju movie? Ooh.
You think anything you gotta say matters to me?
The Godzilla Monster Island one? I forget what the full title is. Also, Destroy All Monsters.
King Kong!
King Kong is good, too.
America! Did you ever see Godzilla versus King Kong?
Yeah, of course. Bobio Jimbo says, go to sleep, guys. It's late. Good night, dudes. Well, good night, sir.
So, you have given in and taken
Oh.
my map. I hope it proves useful.
Oh, where in the hell do you get in there?
And, sir, we are caught up.
We're all caught up! Bitchin'! Let's see if I can get in this fucking place. And then we will end this shit.
It's gonna be so cool, old man. Just wait and see.
And there's nowhere to... There's nowhere to mantle up either. Where the fuck... How the fuck did I get up there last time?
You're asking me?
I mean, you've given play-by-play up till now.
No, I haven't. I played this game once when it came out.
Oh, I'm retarded. I'm retarded.
You took longer than I thought.
He's out of control. He's
Thought
trying
is
to
right.
prove Something. I'm not sure I can stop him this time.
You'll do it. Batman, listen. We're not alone. He's got something else down there. I don't know what it is.
It's a big fucking snake.
Spoiling the surprise.
Be quiet.
Am I getting to you?
Snappy reportage, Batman.
You're going to love this next bit.
Ooh!
Let's let this story play out, and then we'll finish up.
It wants Dr. Young's login.
Never mind that. Get behind me, now. Bane.
What? Oh, I forgot.
I thought he broke out of Blackgate.
Cut me down.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Young, the Bruja. She drained the venom from my blood. Must stop her.
Sorry, Has-Bane. The good doctor won't be a problem much longer. How do you like my puppet? What say we cut him down?
Gordon, run!
Now, being dropped on a knee breaks his back, but being thrown through a brick wall doesn't? No? Oh, shit.
Go ahead and ask it the best way, killer.
Holy shit. Oh dear. Oh, nice. Oh god, wrong thing to do. Wrong button.
That's right, I forgot you gotta blind them first.
Come on, bitch. What? Dodge. Yeah. There you go.
Kevin Kidd says MJ documentary comes out of Sundance right at the same time as Untouchable on Weinstein.
Yep.
Nice coincidence.
Nice coincidence, and it's funny because someone pulled in and called in a lot of favors to get that MJ documentary. I don't know if anyone's aware, that documentary was not originally scheduled to be at Sundance. It was a late entry. And coincidentally, right when the Weinstein documentary is going to come out detailing all of his horrific crimes, suddenly somebody calls in a favor and boom, express elevator on the fucking Michael Jackson documentary with 2 discredited sources that both swore under oath they were never touched. Classy shit.
If I remember correctly, the easiest way to do this is just to have him beat them up.
Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. Ah, fuck. Jesus!
Oh, damn. Here it comes.
What the guy blocked me
way.
from dodging. That is bullshit. Oh dear. Anyways. Well, we could try that one more time.
Best Way Killer says RKO out of nowhere is an inferior retread of Canyon Cutter. Bang. Changed my mind.
I mean, it's an inferior retread of fucking DDP if you want to get technical about it. Whoa.
And the purest form of cancer with that $50 donation.
Holy
Thank you.
shit.
Hey guys, I feel like I owe you extra for that shite poem. Are either of you guys fans of RTS games?
Yeah, I'm a big time fan of
I
RTS.
love my...
I like turn-based strategy too. The BattleTech game is really good.
I love my company of heroes personally. Last chat, I swear. Well, thank you, sir. Very generous.
Yeah, I love RTS. What's your favorite RTS?
Oh, God.
StarCraft?
Original StarCraft, yeah.
Yeah, I love StarCraft.
I have not yet played StarCraft 2. Like any of them.
Did you ever play Snowcraft back in the day?
No.
It's like a snowball fighting game.
Yeah.
Some guy made some fan-made game.
T. Wells says...
Oh, jeez.
T. Wells says, from a friend who just enjoys chilling and watching the stream. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for coming by.
Fuck you.
I will crush you!
Alright, there we go. That's a little better. No! There we go. That's more like it. Ah, fuck me!
What are you supposed to do there?
I don't know. I hit him.
Fold you like paper!
Batman versus Bork Laser. There we go. That's more like it.
There we are.
We get a little health here, maybe.
Oh, you got one more.
Yep. Eh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I would take care of the ads first.
Come on, dude. Whoa! There we go.
Ooh, last second save.
Very last second. Jesus, so you just can't hit him until the second time. That's what I'm getting from this. Holy shit. Yeah, it looks like you have to do it twice.
Weird. And there's like no indicator or anything.
None. Oh, okay, he's down.
There we go. Fuck you, Bane.
So he just left him to die. I mean...
Oh, yeah, and all those unconscious guys down there?
Yeah, they're all dead. I mean,
Bane might survive, but not
it's,
them.
It's non-lethal rubble.
Okay? I'm fine, Jim. Where's Quinn?
Gone. Must have gotten loose.
Non-lethal giant fucking rocks.
We need to get you off the island.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
No.
This is actually a really good part to end it on.
I will break you, Batman! Then the Bruja!
No, Bane. This time I break you.
With a car! Yeah. And he drowns and dies. The end! Batman's a murderer.
Jim, get back to the mainland. It's too dangerous here.
I don't like leaving
Deal with
you here.
psychos. I put him away.
Radio claims he's planted bombs all over Gotham. Gotham will panic. You're needed there.
We're ready to go now, sir.
Bane called Dr. Young Bruja. What does it mean?
It's Spanish for witch.
And our last super chat, or sorry, donation. 25 from Jake,
Oracle,
who says,
go through the city's computers.
Hey, Razor and
Pull up what you
T-Bone.
can find on Dr.
Last
Young.
year I
I'll go-
introduced a conservative friend of mine to your channel. Now, every time I walk into his record store, everyone in the store is watching your videos.
What?
Whether they want to or not.
Nice! Get some of those sentient fucking soy pods. Hooked on some fucking rant, ladies and gentlemen.
And folks, that is
the
it.
last one?
Yep, that is.
Ladies, gentle things, I appreciate you coming here and watching us play a little Batman Arkham, because apparently Ace Combat 7 hates my money. And hates flight sticks in a fucking flight game! For reasons. Yeah, 4T Boogie, I am the fist. Oh god, fucking speed.